Alrighty then, in the words of Jim Carrey. All right, so I was on, not very involved in YouTube that much. But went over to B Sox's panel. Had some good times over there for a little bit. Till the Uncalled for, aka James, requested I go live tonight. So I went ahead and decided to go live. There is a couple things I want to do first, which I do every month. Let's see here. I have to go to my live chat on YouTube. Let's see if I'm ever going to do this real quick. Let me give out some free memberships, 5 at a time. So I don't choose who gets them. I'll be doing a lot of members only stuff this month because of the delicacy of the situation, including possibly the gold mine may have to go on the members only. So I'm going to give out 5 now. I don't choose who they go to. YouTube does that. So good luck if you want them. If you don't want them, you don't have to continue. You don't have to do anything. Looks like CCC got one. Midwest Beard. Stephanie Lala Blue got one. Yeah, Daisy, I don't choose who gets them. It's YouTube. I'll be giving out 5 more. It only lets me do like 5 at a time. So, see, let's do 5 more. This is the most I can give this month. So here we go. Let's see, hold on. 3, 2, 1, and here we go. See who gets some here. As long as you're subscribed, that's all that matters. Vlad, Christy, Jenna, JFK, Scamulator. See, I counted 9. This one here. See, 9, 10, 11, 12. Huh. I don't know who the other people are. Well, maybe if they're not here, because I know when I get gifted one, I get an email. Like I won't even be there, and I'm just getting an email saying, "Hey, you got gifted a membership in so and so's channel." So I don't know. Maybe if you're here and you're lurking or you're chatting, you see it. If you don't, you get an email. I don't know how that works. So I'm not sure. Michael and Cat Eyes, they give you your jacket back. I'm not going to take it again. I'm not going to try to do that. Cat Eyes and I have our differences, and that's just part of life. But she's fair. Michael Beverly, pretty much the same thing. Unless you tell me to take your wrench away or you create an obvious reason. I don't have a reason to take wrenches. I'm not just going to hand them out like candy anymore, but I do lurk here and there. People send me whatever, and I see things once in a while. I'm not really that involved, but I really don't have a reason to take any wrenches away at this moment in time. The manager mods, of course, I had to delete almost all of them except for a few because of people adding stuff to my blocked word list to make entertainment about it. There's a few things when I go over. So anyways, let me go back here and get this started real quick. So on B-Sox's channel, we had Annoyed. He changed his name to Guy Montag or whatever. I don't know what it's called. But he was talking some smack. Of course, I'm a managing mod on B-Sox's channels. And he came up a couple times and just talked a bunch of crap. Constantine, are you here by chance? I'm just curious. CCC, hold on one second. Actually, I got to bring you. In fact, I'll put you up on the screen so I don't forget. I have to talk to you about something. Is Constantine here by chance? Yeah, Ellen, you're here. You're not banned. If somebody sees Constantine, please let me know. So because Constantine and I are good friends, he sent me a list of people to request to unban, and I told him I'd consider it, and I did unban some of those people. But what annoyed, aka Guy Montague or whatever the heck his new name is, came into BSOX. He was a complete POS, so no, I'm not going to unban him. Now, Bullhand has been requested by a couple people to unban. I don't have a problem doing that as long as he behaves himself, because one little mishap, you're permabanned. Okay? I don't know if he's here. Let me go ahead and I'll give him one chance. You get one chance, Bullhand. One chance. That's it. One. That's it. There's no three strikes, you're out. There's one chance. And that's it. Just behave. Just be nice. That's all I ask. Just be nice. Gusto is another one. He changed his name too. There's others too. Let's see here. Hidden users. Kim Smith should not be banned. First of all, community remakes. You're one of them. I'm going to give you one chance. Wait till I press save here. I have to go through everything real quick. Let's see. I think Joe was another one that was requested. One chance. One chance. That's it. Oh, and there you are. Wait till I press save. Hold on. Oh, White Claw. Well, that's White Claw 2.0. Where's the actual White Claw channel? Let me look here. Telly, I'll give you one chance. One chance. Last one. Get that one out of the way. I'm trying to find White Claw's actual channel. Maybe it is unbanned already. Oh, shoot. 140 more? Holy cow. See, I don't always ban people. The mods do their job, and I appreciate that. Sean Americana, I'll give you a chance too. One chance. One chance. I don't know why Joey Fisher is banned. Is that the real Joey Fisher? One chance, I guess. I don't know. Oh, it's hard to go up to. I can't hardly see either. I'm going to give you my update on my iVisit too, by the way. So I'm not looking at chat right now, folks. Mods, please do your job. I'd rather you time him out. If you have time out for 24 hours, it's fine. But whatever. Give him a warning first. Let him know. Maybe 5 minutes first time, 24 hours, second time, third time ban. Unless they dox, just automatic ban. Trying to find. Oh shoot! Why is Tanya D banned? Let me X that one out. White Claw. Why is double bubble banned? I do not know. White Claw, I don't see so far your actual account. Even though I can't see that well. Totally uncalled for. That I don't know if that's a fake account. We'll find out. I went ahead and hit the bad guy. Let me hit the you're unbanned. I don't know if that's a fake account or not. I don't know. All right, so I unbanned a bunch of people, so you have a chance. So don't disrespect the chance. All right. So CCC, I think you're one of them as well. Um, Constantine will be here. We spend some time together here in a few months, and we'll be going to a concert, doing some IRLs and whatnot. Did you ban Timon again? No, no. He's there. He's there. He's not banned. He actually requested the stream under BSOX's C's right there. No, he's not banned. See, there he is on screen. There he is. There he is. There he is. All right, moving on. I believe I pinned the link. When I say a limited open panel, it's because I'm not just going to let anybody up. I'm not going to get porn bombed and all that stuff. So there's Bullhand. I appreciate that, Bullhand. I really do. I know we don't have the best, whatever you want to call it, friendship or acquaintance or whatever, but as long as you're cool, I don't have a problem. And because I respect Constantine and Cat Eyes and a few other people, that's why I went ahead and unbanned y'all. But that's one chance. There's no three strikes, you're out. It's you mess up once, you're gone. Bohan, I don't want to have any drama. If you want a question, go ahead, as long as it's appropriate. It's so hot here. I don't know if you guys are getting a heat wave or not, but we hit 100 degrees today. Tomorrow we're supposed to hit 102. So we're going to switch our swamp. For those who don't know who swamp coolers are, look them up. Because in the desert, once it gets above 98 or 100 or whatever, it's just too hot. They don't work. So I got to hook up get my regular AC going here pretty soon. I have the fan on, but the AC fan, but not the actual refrigerator there. The link is pinned. Yeah, Missy, it's hot. Yeah. We have what's called I saw a news thing, a heat dome from Mexico is what it said, and it's approached here. It's supposed to last through I think Saturday, so it's very very hot. Thankfully, my camera doesn't work. I'm sitting here with nothing on but my shorts and my shorts. That's it. It is so hot, even with the AC, the swamp cooler on. Hey, Ben, always a pleasure. Salute. Hashtag Ben Win. CCC, always a fan of my shorts pant leg, then it blows out the other side. That's wonderful. Right, CCC. The link should be pinned. Yeah, it's pinned. Wait, no, it's not. I'm sorry. You're right, James. I'm sorry. I will say this though: anybody says inappropriate things on my panel, you automatically be kicked. Hey, Dave, how's it going, buddy? We're gonna keep it kind of civil, so let me go ahead and post that link while I'm at it too. By the way, please look at the link currently before I post this one. There is a little bit of request there. You can look at that. I appreciate that. It says, I'll read it to you. Limited open panel. Please be respectful. Thank you. All right, hold on just a second. I see somebody's backstage. Let me pin this real quick. So I'll pin the link, get that over with. Got a couple people. Give me just a momento. Hey, Missy, how you doing?
Hey, can you hear me?
Yes, I can, ma'am. How are you?
I'm good. How are you doing, Jeff?
I'm doing okay. Just it's hot. I'm sure you're hot too. You're in the same state, but
Yeah, it is very hot. It got up to 100 degrees yesterday, and freaking Annoyed was just shaming me for having a Walmart delivery, but it's freaking hot outside. I'd rather just
right,
have somebody else bring it to my doorstep.
right. I don't know where you're at, and and I don't want you to dox yourself or anything, but I think you're south of me, but it's probably hotter down where you're at. To
Yeah,
be honest with you,
I am somewhere south of you. But yeah, it's freaking hot. And it actually smells humid outside today, but we haven't had rain in a long time. So I came up to ask you a couple of things. One is you said that like, are you eating chips right now?
I'm not. No, Sam, are you? Are Sam split? Whatever the
Oh, you know
bean.
what? That was probably me making noise. I'm eating
Oh,
chips.
Okay.
okay. So what are your guidelines for us mods? Like you said, you don't want, what did you say? Like you don't want people to be disrespectful or whatever in chat. So what are the parameters that we need to watch out for?
Well, I guess I should probably like write down something and go through it. I will do that probably next time. The people that I was requested to unban, like from Cat Eyes, from Constantine, and a few others.
Hmm.
This is their last chance because I'm doing the permaban thing now. So I've given a few people other chances because of respect I have for Cat Eyes and Constantine and a few other people. But I would prefer that people come in and they do something negative or make a false accusation or dox. Well, dox is a ban. That's obvious, right? But
Right.
in any other stuff, give them a timeout and a warning, and then after that, a ban.
So
So,
what do you consider like a false accusation? Because people can have different opinions on different situations.
well, for instance, I'll give you an example. If they came in and said Missy's a pedo, and I won't say the full word, if they say you're a pedo, that
I
right
mean,
there
you
is a
could have used a bank robber or, coffee thief. I don't know why
well,
you had to go
sure.
straight for that. Freaking A.
Well, that seems to be popular in the community, so I just use that as an example. But something like that, I get it. I mean, there's like, actually, Tommy had a catch, which is very good, by the way. I think it was a premiere. Maybe I saw the live where a guy that goes by bank robber or bank robber. I'm not for sure. He was actually filming and he was actually interrogating, which I don't know who he is, but he does a very good job, by the way. Uh, but yeah, I mean, yeah, anything like that, like somebody accuses somebody of being something they're not without tangible evidence, give them a timeout, whether it be a 5 minute, 10 minute, whatever, and then give them a 24-hour timeout or a ban.
Okay. What do you consider a dox? Because apparently that has multiple definitions in this community as well.
Well, well, as TOS pronounces, a dox is somebody's personal information, like their social security number, address, bank information, um, a first name. Okay, if they mentioned it themselves, like my first name's Jeff. I have never said my full name. My brother has. My sister-in-law has. Um, it's under my PayPal, but I never mentioned it myself. So I never mention my first, middle, and last name. But if somebody else comes in and does that, that's a dox. Missy, if somebody comes in and puts your full name, I don't think you've ever mentioned your full name. So that would be considered a dox. James has a troll going around, and I've seen it a couple times. In fact, I accidentally hit the wrong button on my stream one time to ban it,
Yeah.
and
And
I accidentally modded it, hitting the wrong button, and I was
yeah,
like,
I was
"Oh
shocked
shit!"
to see that.
Yeah, that was a
I had to
total
send you
accident.
screenshots of that.
Right, right. And I was like, "Oh shit! I hit the wrong button." But yeah, that person, and I don't know if I even should say that account's name, but it has
No,
a
you should
similar
not.
name.
You shouldn't say that because it's a
Right,
freaking bulldogs.
right. That should be banned immediately. and yeah, stuff like that. Makes sense.
PatCon wants you to ban me from StreamYard. Can you make that happen for him?
Why would I make that happen for
Oh, I don't
one?
know. Because he's a very effective mod for you. I have seen
You're a
PatCon.
mod. You're a mod too, Missy.
Yes. Well, I am a mod too, but I've seen PatCon be a very effective mod, and I've seen him stand up for you in other streams that you're not even chatting in. So
Yeah,
maybe you should listen
I've
to the
seen it.
guy.
Well, I have no reason to ban you, Missy. You're a sister in Christ.
Well, I appreciate that, and hopefully I won't do anything to disappoint you and lose my wrench. I did see that Spokes got a membership, which is awesome.
Awesome, cool.
Yeah, so all right. Well, I just wanted to know what you considered disrespectful because I know those lines are different for other people. I'm gonna go ahead and hop down. Clit, it was good to share some space with you, but I've got to get some. I'm working on crafts for Vacation Bible School right now, so I got to go and
It is that time of year.
it
Two of my
is.
oldest grandkids are going to be going soon. That's awesome. Are you teaching?
No, I don't I don't like to do anything like front lines, but if they need stuff that's made, like I have a Cricut. I made all of the decorations for the Vacation Bible School last year, so they asked me to do it again this year. Like I can be the hands and feet, but I am not the mouth.
Right. Do you run a bus route at your church?
No, we have a very, very small church.
Yeah.
Um, so there it would really just be kind of like a waste of gas, but we do like neighborhood parties a couple of times during the summer, and
Right.
just go out there to public parks and cook up a bunch of hot dogs and hamburgers and play music and invite everybody in the neighborhoods and that kind of
That's
stuff.
nice. I
Yeah.
was going to ask you, I may have asked you this before and forgotten about it because I have a bad memory, but do you guys do a soul winning where you pass out gospel tracts like house to house or like certain plazas or whatever and just kind of give the gospel, give out gospel tracts or Bibles or something like that?
Are you talking about like those little rectangular things? I have not seen one of those tracks since I was a teenager. Holy crap.
It's been a while for me too. I was still curious. I haven't been to an organized religion church in quite a while, to be honest with you. I've been to a couple of services, but I was just curious. I didn't know if you were. Yeah, I'm not going to ask what your domination is. That's up
Well,
to
I go to a Methodist church, but I don't consider myself a Methodist. I'm just a
you.
Christian. That's
Right.
just when I moved out here, that was just the church that my aunt went to, so I just have always gone there, but they teach from the Bible, so I keep going. But we have specific groups that will
Right.
go out and do that kind of thing. So I'm not a part of that group, but we do have people that'll um, go out and hand out things and just visit with people in the neighborhoods and stuff like that.
Kind of like invite them, let them know what's going on, like certain events and revivals and whatnot. You know.
Yeah,
Yep, I was a big part of that for a while.
yeah,
Obviously when I was a pastor, I did a lot of that, but before and after, I did a lot of that too. But
yeah.
some
And the
people,
Gideons are real big out here, so they do a lot of that kind of stuff.
the what Vivians? I'm
The
sorry.
the Gideons, the
Oh,
ones
we
that
get
will put Bibles in like
Bibles in
hotel rooms.
hotels. Yep,
Yeah.
yep, yep. That's okay. I was just curious,
Yeah,
but that's awesome.
visibility. You didn't even have to tell me to get up here. I did it without you this time.
Um,
But,
James Killian called for you. You're welcome to come up here too. I don't know
Um,
if the
Ben, yes. Well, okay. So Ben, what happened was the church split. Um, each individual church got to vote on whether they wanted to stay United Methodist or leave the United Methodist and join the Global Methodist based
John
on.
Wesley.
Well, yeah, so he was, I guess, the one that started the Methodist Church. But so Ben just said, didn't the Methodist Church just lose over 1 million members? Um, they, I mean, I think that churches all around are losing a bunch of people, but the Methodist Church has been kicking the can down the road for 10, 15 years on whether to um, allow self-avowed practicing homosexuals to be ordained ministers, or be able to marry them in the churches. And so individual churches got to choose whether they wanted to allow that in their church or not. And if they didn't want to allow that in their church, then they had to leave the United Methodist Church and join the Global Methodist Church. The churches that voted to allow that stay United Methodist. And the only reason that is a big deal is because the Methodist Church is run like a freaking government. It's not like when I lived in Colorado Springs, like I went to a church that was started in the pastor's basement and grew to over 16,000 members. But the United Methodist Church, you pay in your tithes to the Methodist, like the big main group, and they just kind of sprinkle the tithes out. They own the properties, they own the churches, they own the parsonages. And so if the church voted to leave United Methodist and join Global Methodist, then they had to give up their property and their parsonages. And I mean, it was a huge like logistical decision. So yeah, they did lose a bunch of people, but a lot of those people stayed Methodist. They just joined the Global Methodist instead of staying United Methodist.
Yeah, there is a difference. Just like Baptist, there's we have what's called Southern Baptist, ABC Baptist, Missionary Baptist. Then you had a cult like the Westboro Baptist. They're like totally different. I don't even know why they call themselves Baptist. It's pretty disgusting, to be honest with you. Yeah, there's always branches. You can't judge a certain denomination over certain other denominations. It's like, okay, for instance, it's like the Mormons, and I'm not a Mormon, and I don't necessarily agree with their practices for the most part. Not that I hate them, obviously. I'm just simply saying. Then you have the fundamental Baptists, or I'm sorry, the fundamental Mormons, who believe in polygamy and all that stuff, the weird stuff, and they're totally different than the actual Mormons, if that makes sense,
Yeah.
So,
Hey, Dr. Phil, thank you for your input. My name is not Misty, but yeah, I will take that into consideration. Thank you.
is that the one that says, see this to your constant? Oh my gosh. Yeah. Don't worry about that. All right. I was just curious. I appreciate you.
Yeah, no problems. So I'll hop down and I'll be in chat.
Thank you.
All right, I'll talk to you later. Bye, Santa
Thank,
Clit.
Hi, Missy.
Blick.
bye bye. What's up, Sam?
What's up, Jeff? How you doing tonight?
I'm doing pretty good. I
Yeah, how's
decided to go
everything
on
going?
YouTube a little. Well, I decided to go on YouTube, look around a little bit. I saw B Sox was live, and on a couple of his channels, he was like streaming to a couple of channels. And I decided, he said drunk stream. I was like, well, I'll be the only sober person going up. So I went up there, and you know,
That doesn't
I
trigger you?
no, I'm not at that point. And I helped a gal out. She's here, and I talked her through her situations, I guess I'll say, and I hope it helped her. And because I've been there, done that, and long story short, there, I don't want to get too much detail. And then I was up there for a couple hours, and then James came in there, and Annoyed came in there, and a couple other people. And James said, "Can you do a live tonight?" And I said, "I'll think about it, or I might will, something like that," which I wasn't planning to. So here I am. And I thought, well, I'll give out some memberships. So
Oh, that's
I'm
cool.
live. So what have you been
I
up
was
to?
wondering. Not much. I was just wondering if you can unblock me from chat.
You're not blocking chat.
Yes, I am.
I know of.
Yeah.
I
Somebody doesn't like me.
Did you do anything to have a reason to be unblocked
Blocked?
or I
No, I
mean
don't think so.
blocked? Sorry. All right. Well, I'll give you another chance. I don't mind giving second chances, but that's it. I mean, I got to do what I have. I have to stick to my word, you know,
Totally understand that, Jeff. Totally understand that.
because I actually respect you because you're one of the ones that helped me with some, my alcohol situations.
Sure, for
Uh,
sure.
is it just Sam's Clit? What's the name so I know what to look for here? Because people have spoof accounts.
No, Sam's Clip.
I have like almost 300, so I'm looking right now. I thought I saw you in chat, so I
No.
guess I'm wrong. But I am looking. Wait, White Claw. I thought I unbanned. Let me X that out. It won't work until I save, but I'm just going down the list here. There's so many people. Sam's Clinton, not the assistant. Okay. I don't ban everybody. Like mods do that too, you
Wait,
know. So and
I have a naughty assistant that's banned? That's crazy.
I think it was Sam's Clinton,
Oh, Sam
which
Clinton's naughty assistant. Oh, okay.
yeah,
I
he
thought
actually banned me from his channel. I was trying to type in there the other night, and I couldn't figure out why I was banned. Well, apparently I must have been I was drunk or something. I went up there and said something stupid,
I
and
think
he
you
was a
were doxing in chat
probably
a couple
was
streams ago.
probably was. I was probably well, yeah. If I was drunk, I probably was. Um, I'm not going to deny that. I don't remember it, but okay. But he was a mod in my channel. Um, but yeah, I'm still looking here. I don't want to get too distracted. Uh, Still don't see you.
Can I give a shout out to Ellen? Shout out
Sure,
Ellen in chat.
sure.
You know, Jeff, that's my lady, right?
I
We met
know.
here on the
I
YouTube streets.
I'm not gonna reveal who that really is, but go ahead.
Oh yeah,
Give a
please don't dox Ellen. Please don't dox my girl Ellen.
no, I would. I'm not talking about real name. I'm talking about who they really are. But that's when they're old. But yeah, go ahead. I'm just trying to find your name in the hand list here. But yeah, you can take over for a second if you want. I'm just looking here. I have a lot to go through. TC's
So
alt.
how's that situation with your
I'll
with
get to
your
that. I'll get to
okay.
that.
Yeah.
I gotta concentrate here because I went through the entire list and I did not see you. So I'm gonna go through it one more time. So you can go ahead and have the floor if you'd like for a minute.
Oh yeah, I'll just read chat here. Yeah, Damone, yes, Locke was very rude to Ellen. As a newcomer here to this community, he should not treat people that way. Very unhinged.
Actually, I want to talk about that tonight. Actually, remind me of that. But go ahead. Sorry,
Oh, I'm just reading chat here.
Shifty. I'll give Shifty another chance here. Yeah, you can go ahead and talk if you want. I'm going to look at this carefully. Until I get my glasses, I'll explain that in a second. I can't see very well, so
Oh
I'm
man.
looking very, very carefully here. So you have the
I I,
floor.
I think Annoyed is blocked because he's using that guy Montag account, right? I don't know, they keep on spamming the chat to free Annoyed.
I have that in my ban list, so that's probably a false one. I don't know. Unless he has multiple ones. I don't know.
Oh, there's a couple requests, Jeff. Annoyed, Jeff's broken HIPAA, and Tanya
Yeah, hold
D.
on. Yeah, I ended Tanya D earlier.
My darkest secret, Missy. I can't tell you guys that.
I'm not going to unban that. That's obviously a troll account. Sam, I don't see you in my ban list.
Really?
I don't understand. Try typing something, I guess. I don't know.
Let me. Do I have to type it in the YouTube chat or can I just type it in
I would
here?
assume any. I mean, it shouldn't
You know what?
matter. You can
If
type in
I
StreamYard.
If I type in StreamYard, it's gonna kick me out because then I have to connect to YouTube.
Well, don't.
Let me
If you
drop.
want to.
I mean, I tried typing when I first got in here.
Yeah, I'm gonna go through it one more time. If I can't get it tonight, I'll have to take some time after the stream or tomorrow to look through because I do not see my ban list at all.
All right,
And
yeah, no worries.
this is my third time going through. But again, until I get I have two pairs of. I'll get into that in a second. But I have two pairs of glasses I have to pick up, so it's not very easy for me to see anything,
Do you
especially
have
close
somebody?
up.
Do you have somebody in the basement?
Yeah, but I can't confirm who it is, so I'm not gonna let them up, so they can just leave.
Oh,
Yeah, I just don't see you, man. Gusto, your alt account. I'll give you a chance. I did see that one. I'm not gonna give it away, but I did unban that your alt account or new account, whatever it is. I'm not gonna reveal it. Just I'm not gonna be rude, but uh, see, aren't I a different person when I'm sober?
yeah.
I'm not a dick. I try not to be.
When was the last
Oh,
drink you
I
had?
found you. I found you. I found you. Oh
Right on.
yeah.
Whew.
I think that's it. All right, I'm gonna press save. So a few people should be unbanned now.
Right
Hold
on.
on. It's going through. It's going through. All right, now try typing something. You should be
I'll have to
unbanned.
jump off to do it, but all right,
That's
sounds
fine.
good.
If you
Thank
want to
you
come back up again, man.
for sure. Mission accomplished. Thank you.
All right, brother.
All right. Oh, Missy says,
All
"Don't be
righty
a
then.
dick and stay sober."
I am. I'm doing my best. I am
You gotta
doing
do
my
it, bro.
best.
You gotta do
I
it for your
got to.
family, right?
Right. For my
Yeah.
grandkids. Yes.
Shout out
To.
Control. I just see Control in the chat now too.
Yeah, I just unbanned that one too.
Oh,
There's
unban
probably like
Dagnome or
10 of
Dunome.
them. I'm not gonna go back right now. I'm sorry.
Okay.
Whoever has me on IG, well, Constantine sent me a list,
Wow.
so I need to go through that list. And somebody's trying to come up. Donnie, I don't want any cussing. I don't even think that's the right one. Actually, I don't think it's the real Donnie. Yeah, he likes to cuss a lot, and I'm trying to keep it friendly tonight. So if he agrees to keep it cool, I don't have
You
a
gotta give him a
problem with
chance,
it.
bro. You gotta give him a chance.
Yeah, but
Everybody deserves a chance.
I agree. I agree. But
Yeah.
I will say, any nastiness, I will drop you immediately.
Oh, drop him like a bad habit, bro. Any kind
There
of
you go.
disrespect, right? Any kind of disrespect. You gotta just cut it off.
Right.
Yeah, for sure.
That is absolutely correct. As Tommy Boy, Chris Farley said, that is correct. All right, Donnie, I'll give you a chance.
All right, Jeff, I'm gonna drop down.
All right, take it
Yo,
easy, man.
yo, yo.
What's up?
You don't think I already came on here with the predetermined mindset that I can't cuss at you?
Well, see, that's the whole thing. That's why I said, and I'm pretty sure you are. So, you know,
I
but
don't
I'm giving.
appreciate you assuming that I'm a heathen and I'm just going to cuss a lot.
Oh, that's true. You fish a lot too, so I have to give you that respect.
What's up, dude? You sound good tonight. I've wanted to join your streams to come in here and talk crap, but you like waste it every time I get on. I don't know if you're wasted. You sound it anyways.
No, I'm not.
No, not
I'm.
tonight. Not tonight. I'm saying in general. I was going to join before, but I didn't want to get on if you were drunk.
I don't blame you. I wouldn't want to get on here if I was drunk either. I don't blame you.
Well, I still got the F Jeff campaign going. I'm never stopping it.
Right, right. Which is kind of funny, to be honest with you. Especially the heavy metal picture of me in my car, the avatar. That's hilarious.
Wait, are you saying that's an alt?
No, that's you. You go up on a lot of streams and you put my my avatar from Facebook, which I don't know why you would go to my Facebook and put it on YouTube. It's designed for my Facebook, but that's okay.
I didn't.
You know.
I haven't done that.
Well, this is Donnie, the real Donnie Two Hands, which it sounds like it is. You've done
Yeah,
that
no,
many
it's
times.
me, but I haven't done that. The only time I ever took an avatar was like a long ass time ago, bro. Or crap,
Well,
sorry.
yeah, it's been like a year and a half, maybe 2 years.
Oh yeah, I did that a while ago. Yeah,
Yeah, it's been a while. I will admit that it's been a while.
yeah, that's when we were friends on Facebook,
Right. Yeah,
and then you spurged out.
I spurred. Yeah, I guess
Yo,
so.
what's up with your boy Locke? You and him aren't cool. He was saying he can't stand you last night.
Actually, I'm glad you brought that up. Actually, so apparently, I saw a little bit of something. I saw he had two streams. Apparently, he had a first stream and the one that's called FUFCC. So I started watching the second one a little bit. Well, I kind of fast forwarded, to the middle, maybe a little after the middle.
Mm-hmm.
I haven't finished watching it all yet. And then I watched maybe the first 15, 20 minutes of the second one, which was FUFCC, and he was like FU all the way. And then I
No,
saw
he was raging.
right, and I saw Haystack do another Bring It, like a part two. And I was like, what happened? And I missed it all. I don't know
Well,
exactly except
I guess he just
you
gave
know
himself the black card last night too, from what I listened to.
oh, he was a nigga this and a nigga that and all that.
Oh yeah, hardcore. That shit was ridiculous.
Was it as
But
bad as the
I
first
would like to
word?
think he wasn't. I don't think he was using it in like a demeaning racial way. I mean, not that it can't be
No.
anything other, but it's not like he was like. I don't think he was using it in the term like hard R. I think he was using it in the term more bro. Except for the one time he did say y'all are a bunch of whatever. That I don't know
Right.
what else he could mean from that though. So who knows, dude? He was drunk. I don't even think he knows.
Well, I could tell that as an alcoholic myself, I could tell he had been drinking, and it doesn't justify anything. And I've always said it about myself, but alcohol makes you do things you wouldn't normally say or do. So I kind of get it.
Yeah.
Nobody
Well,
should really get on too hard about it, but
well, that's why I was worried when Sabby came home and he was like going off on her and like everyone else was speculating earlier, hearing the tussling like sketched me out. I was like, man, I would like to think that she'll beat him up. If Tommy knocked him in his mouth, I'm sure she could handle herself. Respectfully,
yeah.
Locksmith, don't spurg out on me.
Is Locksmith here, by the way? I didn't
I
see
have
him in
no clue.
chat.
I'm driving, so I can't look in the chat.
Yeah, I was looking in my community. And Thal, I went ahead and remodded you, by the way. He's always funny. Well, here's the thing. I need to go. I still haven't went back and looked at it yet. But Locksmith got really upset with me. And I don't know what happened. I was drinking that night. I'll admit that. I'm not going to lie about that. But who I was upset with was with Mark, Meow Meow.
I don't
And
know who that is. Oh, is that the dude that was talking to him last night about getting drunk with him?
I didn't watch the whole thing last night, but he
I
goes
think
by
that
Meow Meow or Mark
is he
or
the dude that
whatever.
said he was homeless and doesn't have a job and was going to travel and has a Russian girlfriend. I'm assuming that's who that is. I heard
Yeah,
someone saying
because
that last night.
I don't know about homeless. I know that he was at JT Colfax's not too long ago in
Yeah, that's
Colorado.
who it was then, because he was saying that. Yeah.
And what he did is I was literally up there just shooting the breeze, and he came in at me hard. And I went after him about the quote unquote CP that apparently I got the screenshot that was sent to Jonathan. It wasn't after Locksmith. I wasn't mad at Locksmith. I was mad at Mark
I
for
don't
what he.
understand why dude sees Locksmith having a mental breakdown over the community, and then he says, "Yeah, I'm gonna come get drunk with you, dude." I'm like, what? Like what?
What is it? Meow Meow or Sushi Cat? I don't know. I don't know what he goes by these days. He goes by different names. He goes by Mark, Sushi Cat, Meow Meow. I don't know. Whatever his name is, he goes by different names, and he always has a fireball and a beard and a mustache and whatever. I
Are
don't know.
you still drinking? I mean, you were drinking like last week. I think I remember you being a little sloshed.
Yeah, I was sloshed about a week or a week and a half ago. Yeah, I relapsed. Yep, that's true. I'm not going to deny
Yeah,
that.
I remember
Yep.
it. You were on there whiling out, dude. And I'm scared to talk in your chats because y'all be banning me. I don't ever know when I'm banned or not.
Yeah, I mean, I don't have a problem. with a lot of people. I mean, I really don't. It's just I try to. If I get too involved in the drama, it will make me either relapse or think about relapsing. So I just try to stay away from a lot of the stuff. I really do.
All right, I'm at a red light. Let's see chat. Free annoyed. He didn't do nothing. Free annoyed. Ask Jeff why he feels okay with banning me for something I can't even remember from annoyed.
Because he came into BSOX, it's not only in chat but on panel twice, and he talked a bunch of smack.
I thought
And
people like hated B Sox. I remember him like wiling out recently, didn't he?
well, he's back. Well, no, I don't know. No, that's not authenticated. I don't know if that's a real bad guy or not. So I can't let him up, unfortunately. So
Let him
if
up.
that, no,
I
I'm
think
not.
it's him.
Oh,
Let
it's
him up.
Ray.
If it's not him, just
It's Ray. It's Ray. It's Ray. Actually, Ray and I need to have a one-on-one. If you don't mind muting, so
yep.
we
I'll
can.
jump down. Do your thing.
You don't have to jump down as long as you mute, but it's up to you. Whatever you want to do.
Yeah. All right.
Okay. Hey, Ray.
Hello, Jeff.
Hey, just keep it. All I ask is keep it civil, mature, and I actually was going to put the title, Ray. Let's have a one-on-one, and I do want to talk to you about some things. I am confused about a few things, to be honest with you.
Let's clear him up now, Jeff.
I love to, because I really like you, Ray. I really do. And that last post I did was not a jab at you; it was a comedy post.
Yo,
And
I'm gonna dip down. Y'all, good luck with what
Hey,
you're doing.
Donnie, you missed the panel I just had about your boy Cam.
That is not my boy. He blocked me. He
I
does
know,
not
no, it
fuck
was
with me.
literally, it was 25 minutes of me saying everything I've been holding in about him. So follow me hit me up on Instagram, bro. I fuck with you heavy.
All right,
watch
dog.
the language, please,
Peace.
I,
Ray. No, no, no,
I,
no.
I flip with you heavy, Donnie Two Hands.
Oh, you already dropped down. No f bombs, no cussing, please. Just try to keep it mellow. But first of all, I want to say this. Okay, if I can go first, is that okay?
Go ahead, Jeff.
Okay. That post I did about you, it was a comical post. It was actually kind of a cool post. Like, I always liked you. We've had our differences. There was a time where I didn't like. I shouldn't say didn't like you. I just wasn't impressed with what you were doing. I guess is a better term. But if
I would say the same is true from me with some of your antics, but I'm going to give you the mic. Go ahead. We'll keep it cordial.
that sounds good. I appreciate that. The last time we talked on the phone through Instagram is you promised to call me back, and you never did. Once I gave you some personal information, you said you had a client. I respected that. And you said you would call me right back, and you did not. And that's when I started getting a little bit curious. And then I was told some things. I'm not going to give up names, so don't try to pry them out of me, but I'm not going to. That you were doxing me, and you were allowing doxes of me in your channel, which we discussed a little bit about that day, and I gave you some personal information. So I assumed it to be true. And maybe I shouldn't have. I'm just being honest with you. And I'm learning more and more all the time from the YouTube streets. And I actually don't remember ever doxing your name on a panel. So if I did, please give me the link and timestamp, and I will take care of that.
You literally you unprovoked said to FCC on the night you were eating chips. And they said no more doxing, and you said, "Oh well, Ray is Ray so and so." And then also there's an account either called Speak the Truth or Truth to Power, and you commented under that thinking it was me saying okay with my name. So
that's the one I will admit to is that comment. Yes, I will admit to that one.
And you did it on panel, Jeff. It's you don't need a link. If everyone's telling you that it happened, Jeffrey, it happened. And I didn't know your last name until the very end. And the reason I reached out to you, and even though I didn't call you back, you could see that there were unresponded Instagram messages from me to you. You gave a thumbs up to one of them, but they were like 6. I said, if this needs to be done, no one in the community will ever know.
Okay. Let me go back.
Go open your Instagram right now. You can even share it with the chat if you want to.
Well,
This is after our conversation. I reached out via message in the DMs, Jeff.
Okay, I'm gonna go look now. Let me turn my volume down because you're blowing up my ears. I don't know what you're on Instagram. I don't know what I type in. I'm looking. Is it? I don't know what it is on Instagram.
It's my name, Jeff. It's Sweet Baby Ray 42. It's my name.
Okay, let me type it in because I can't find it. Because I will own up to whatever I did. Oh, it's under scope. Okay, that's why. All right.
You can share the screen at the bottom if you're comfortable, Jeff. There's nothing I said to you that I don't feel comfortable being shared.
Well, there's a lot of audio. I usually leave audio messages because they're easy for me to do. And then I missed it. There's an audio call 2:40 p.m. and at 3. That must have been the last audio call we had, May 27th. Or I'm sorry, November 27th of last year. That was the last thing I've seen. That is the audio call that you and I had. So I know I don't see anything else. Is there another name you go by besides Scope? I don't know. You still there? Hello?
Yes, yes. I'm still here, Jeff. Will you feel comfortable telling everybody that I reached out and offered you? I said I have a place that we can get you in, even if insurance is an issue. And I didn't tell anybody, Jeff. I didn't tell nobody knew it. So you think I'm going to dox your name, but in the cover of night, I'm going to try to get you into a place for the help that you need. And the thanks that I get is you believe in other people saying that I doxed you. I didn't even know your last name until people were starting to have funny accounts, and I read the name of it. I didn't even know that was your last name, Jeff. I'm not saying I think you're a worthless human being, but what I am going to say is that I don't think about you in my day-to-day life enough to like worry about what your identity is.
Well, I actually told you my last name on that call. What I'm trying to say is on the last interaction we had under Scope is the audio call that we had when you said you had a client, you would call me back. That's the last interaction I do have.
Well, either way, the only reason I reached out, and you kept me on the phone that night for about 40 minutes, and I kept on trying to bring you to the topic of getting you the help that you need. And I'm not going to sit here like, look, this is not a Jeff Dragon panel. But every time I said, hey, Jeff, we can get you in this place, it was, oh, this person did this to me. This person did that to me. And those aren't conversations that I'm really too keen on having, Jeff. I was prepared to do one thing for you because I thought it might get you in a better place.
Right.
And you didn't want that help. And then because I didn't call you back, I'm a relatively busy guy. Ask everybody else that I'm friendly with. You know, if and we talked for 40 minutes, however long that phone call, was it 40 minutes? What was the timestamp on it?
I just screenshotted it. I'm going to try to upload to StreamYard as requested. Let me go back. Just give me a minute here. My internet's really slow.
Would you agree it was between 30 and 40 minutes? I remember where I was when that phone call took place.
I agree.
Okay, so I didn't have you on the phone for 3 minutes to gather personal info. I kept saying, hey, I can get you here. I can get you here. And here's the crazy part, Jeff. I'm not going to tell you who did this, but somebody who cared about you asked me to reach out to you to try to make that happen.
Because you mentioned that, the person who did message me starts with a C. I'm not going to go any further than that. They did say it was anonymous and they never did tell me who that was. So I'm assuming that's you now that you mentioned it.
No, it doesn't start with a C.
Okay.
No, it's somebody who's in the community for a very long time.
Right.
And just said that you needed some help. Can I reach out? And I did.
Right.
And you throw my name out there in the ether, Jeffa. Why?
So I did it on, you said FCC's, right?
No, I said you did it when FCC was on a panel. I want to say that it was on Ed's. And then Ed said something along the lines of, oh, blah, 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 get the fuck off my panel and kicked you off.
Language, please.
No, that's I'm reiterating what was said. I'm transcribing what was said.
Just say F. You don't have to say the whole word. It's that simple. Just say the word F. So it was on Ed's panel.
I wanna say that's accurate. Somebody in the chat will probably know better. And I have a question, and I'm not even being a jerk here, Jeff. You can scream and curse at everybody, but when you're in the right state of mind, like your expectations that you place on others to hold themselves to this high standard, Jeff, it comes across a little bit inauthentic, Jeffrey.
Like what? Can you give me an example without cursing?
Meaning every time that you get up there and whatever it is that you're drinking or you got shaken in your pocket, you're allowed to say anything in the world that you want to somebody else. You can critique everybody to the end of the world and back and tell everybody why they're awful people. But the level of accountability that you hold yourself upon is not great. Like, that's what I'm saying. It's like the double standards are, you can use profanity. If we go back in the ethers or something, like in the last, ever since Jeff's been drinking those streams, where were you telling yourself not to use profanity during those times, Jeff?
You're right.
So that's what I'm saying. If I'm up here trying to be, like I said, I'm cordial with the guy that doxed me when I tried to help him, and you're going to throw in my face, hey, language. I think that me expressing myself the way that I like to would be the smallest courtesy you could extend to me right now, Jeff.
I agree, Ray. I really do. I'm just asking for now to be courteous, but I agree.
It's okay. You know, I like, this place will gaslight you. I don't want you to. I doubt life has been very fun for Jeff the last 6 months.
The last, I would say, month or two or so been pretty good. I got a steady girlfriend now, and I want to clear something up. Not to change the subject and get right back to it, but this is something I wanted to say earlier. She should be at work now. She don't really chat too much. She's actually had 2 accounts. Her first account was her real name. And so she's actually been in the community for about 3 or 4 years. And then she realized it's not wise to have a real name, so she created a new account. So her new account is only like a year, maybe 2, year and a half, 2 years old. I have to look.
Well, Jeff, you're telling people that you never said to me, "Hey, Ray, I've heard from 30 people that I doxed them." People told Nunya that I doxed her. Like, everybody, for some reason, because I wasn't around, like, you didn't even bother to verify, right? Like, you're a righteous man, you're a Christian, you're a man of the cloth, you're a man of integrity and a man of character. You didn't even bother to call me or hit me up, because you had me on Instagram. You could have gotten a hold of me and said, "Hey, Ray, I'm hearing these things. Let's clear it up." You did. You just took it upon yourself to throw my identity out there in the ether.
Yeah, and I'll be honest with you. I actually wanted to call you or text you or whatever so many
But
times.
you didn't, Jeff. You didn't.
I didn't. You're right. I agree with you on that. You're right. I should have. I was kind of,
you know, and I could have roasted you. I could have roasted you on Thorpe, and I could have told them all the stories about, but I didn't. I said, you know what, the guy's got a little space over there and he's going through some shit. I'll just keep it PG, keep it a buck, and I'll slide out. I legitimately made it a point not to bring you up.
I do appreciate that, even though you had every right to.
Right, but Jeff, this is the thing that I keep coming back to, Jeffrey, is that if we were in the same room, with, like, when you told Annoy, and I need you to let me speak for a minute, Jeff. I gave you the mic. I gave you the floor. I need you to let me speak. You told Annoy the other night that he's the kind of guy that you and your friends would bully in high school and put in a locker. Jeff, if we are both middle-aged, if you and your brother and your closest friend, and like, there is no way on earth you would do that to anybody. Like, what kind of a Christian, what kind of a righteous man of God says, I'm going to bully people that can't effing stand up for themselves? Like, that's the whole, you know, if the booze has a hold of you, man, and you want to go someplace, I'm still willing to try to do what I can to get you to go somewhere. But, like, the wake of people in your path, man, it's like, you know, an eye for an eye is a fool's game. And if you're a man of the Bible, the way that you say you are, it's, you know, it's your audio seldom, if ever, matches up with your visual, Jeff.
Right. I'm just listening.
Do you understand what I mean by that? By your audio doesn't match up with your visual?
Yeah. The Bible says we all stumble, right?
Yeah, but it doesn't say that we, like, stumble up to our bedroom in a drunken stupor.
No,
and that's what I'm saying. Is like,
right.
you've had several. That's look.
Right,
I'm trying to make light of a situation.
No, but you understand the verse itself. Like, we all stumble as Christians. We all make mistakes. We all fall into sin and come short of the glory of God. Romans 3:23.
Right. I understand. I understand that, Jeff. But orthodoxy in anything seldom, if ever, leads to progress and growth. You know what's way cooler than talking to people about the power of God? Do you know what's way?
But
No,
okay.
no, no. I didn't say you were Orthodox. I said orthodoxy. It's an adjective. It means like a
Okay,
devout
okay.
following. Like
Yeah,
that's
I
no.
know that.
I,
No, I know that. My brother's Orthodox. I'm more of a Baptist. But yeah, okay. And
right.
Catholic.
But what I was gonna, what's way cooler than telling people about faith and God and all that good stuff is getting people to ask through examples. You know,
True.
that guy in the book that you really love, he didn't love the scholars. He didn't love the people, up on the mountaintops. He didn't love the high
You
members
know
of
the
society.
sinners.
He loved hookers, lepers, tax collectors, bookies,
Right.
and criminals.
Jesus. Yeah.
Yeah, again, it's one of the things. Like the word is made up, the name is made up. Like what it embodies is something totally different. And the way that you've been treating people, Jeff, what you did to me, Jeff. You set me free. You put my shit out there, Jeff. Now I got nothing left to hide. That's and your info is out there way before. Like you're the kind of guy who keeps saying I was doxxed after you were doxxed 73 times, Jeff. Like once it's out there, Tommy Fellows is Tommy Fellows. Alex Rosen is Alex Rosen. Ryan Couture is right. Like there comes a point where there's no more doxing, Jeff, and you got to stop being so binary in your thinking and just realize that that's there. One time I called you Jeffrey and you're like, that's my legal name, Ray. You doxed me. Like, do you understand how ridiculous that sounds?
It was kindergarten to me. Yeah, I do.
And then, the other thing too, like what you did to Cap, he spends his time coaching kids, like looking for 12 and 13-year-olds for a peewee football. It's like, I mean, dude, there can't be any part of you that sincerely thought that held water.
For a moment, it did. I look back and realize how stupid I was. Yes, you're right.
And I mean, dude, I don't know what your end game is on YouTube. I'm back for probably a limited time. There's some people I enjoy here, and there's some shit that I wanted to get off my chest, and some stuff that I wanted to say to certain people. What you did is unacceptable, Jeff. It's symptomatic of a low integrity individual. Do better, Jeff. Like, if you genuinely believe that, the place you go on Sundays and the book you read can do amazing things, don't treat people like garbage.
Right.
And that's really what you've been doing to a ton of people, Jeff. And I give people room to express themselves the way that they want to. The man was coaching kids football, and then the thing and look, I know that you apologized to Vlad, but you under the influence of alcohol, like what you accused Vlad of doing. Look, I can be a prick. I can be a schmuck. I can be an egotistical, big-headed guy, but I'm also pretty funny. I'm a genuinely nice guy, and I'm a hell of a catcher. I've never screamed at anybody telling them not to practice self-love while looking at pictures of like, Vlad would never do that.
Right.
I mean, like, do you believe these things in your head? Are you that disassociated from reality that they become true for you in that moment? Or is this just content creation for you?
It's I talked to my doctor about it after a lot of stuff. I mentioned this before. Because of the I don't want to get into too much, my personal medical whatever, because I've done that too much before. But I talked to my doctor and I was like, hey, I've done some stuff that I don't even know where it came from. Like not even my subconscious. It didn't even come from my brain or my thoughts or anything. And I've had to do a lot of reconciliation with some people. And my doctor had told me, well, you have this medication, you have that medication, you have this, and so forth, so on. He said, when you mix it with alcohol, not only are you lucky to be alive, you go into almost a delirium or a state of mind of where you don't even know what you're doing. And I call it crossing the invisible line. That's when I realized this is
right, Jeff. But like, take a look at me, for instance, right? I put down the booze, just over a year ago. And I just, well, it's not just Kirkland, Jeff. I drank more than just Costco branded liquor. The reason that I say that is I realized when I was going through some shit, I had some stuff that I had to take, like my mental health, my personal well-being is my responsibility. And I realized like, I'm not going to be up there gallivanting across the boulevard of YouTube. And can you still hear me, Jeff?
Yeah, I just want to put in the stream so it reminds me for later. But go ahead.
I'm not going to. You're going to private this stream?
No.
Oh. I want to. So I realized that I can't do those things effectively while, paneling to the wee hours of the night and talking shit and doing all those other things. Like I went away and took care of what I had to take care of, Jeff. Like every
Right.
time when you say I'm going away from YouTube for a little bit, I have to do this, I have to do that. Dude, go find some people who are going through what you're going through. Like get close to your doctor. Go find some guys at your church. Maybe they have like a Build Better Men group or something like that. Go play Frisbee golf. Go fishing. These are all things you can do even with declining vision and, a few little physical and mental hurdles that you have to jump over.
Right.
You've, yeah, Jeff, like that's, I was in this place. I want to say I was here before you, Jeff, when it used to be fun.
I was here since 2015 when it was just Pop Squad, Justin Payne.
I've been watching. Trust me, I just wasn't in the chats. But either way, I was around when we used to have like a panel once a week for fun. Everybody kept it light. Everybody kept it friendly.
Wednesday. Yes.
Yeah. I know what it was called, Jeff.
My girlfriend watched that, and she used her real name. Then she had to get a different account. But yeah, we all watched that.
And hold on real quick. I have somebody who wants to say something to you.
Wait, hold on. Who is it first? I'm not just going to let anybody up.
I got something from Colorado. Kevin wants me to ask you.
I don't want nothing to do with Kevin. No.
Can you walk back what you? Will you walk back what you said?
Ray, can I ask you something?
Sure, you can.
Would you approve of somebody having a picture of somebody that's 15 years old on their phone and show it on YouTube? Would you approve of that? A minor?
Depends on the context, Jeff. Like if back in the day we get a Sears catalog, they had everything from toddlers to geriatrics and bras and saxophones and toys. Like a photo. You asked me a question, Jeff. Let me answer it, please. This is it's called badgering the witness. If we were in court, I just finished watching Suits. Let me.
I know my cousin's a lawyer. I know that.
Let me cook. So does having a picture of absolutely not, dude. Like I think there's like a 16-year-old. I think there's a 16-year-old playing in the PGA Tour event this weekend. So if I Googled it, I said, hey, check this out. There's a sophomore in high school from Dallas, Texas playing in a PGA Tour event this weekend. Nothing about that is nefarious. And if you have do I think you should have pictures of your kids? No. But the whole the escalation of force for you to say what you said, bro, if you're a Christian, two wrongs don't make a right. And, let's keep it a buck, Jeff. Somebody pushes you a foot, you push him back fucking 30 feet. Vlad and I didn't even know I cursed again. Vlad and Lala held you down more than anybody in the community, Jeff.
And I regret what I said to them more than ever. And I still haven't watched that stream yet. So I'm so ashamed.
And tonight's conversation, bro, I'm just holding a mirror up to your face, showing you the things that you're capable of. You're frivolous with people's well-being. And I'm not, like I said, I'm not threatening you, Jeff, at all. I never would. It's not my way. But you wouldn't be that cavalier if we were in the same room, Jeff.
I agree. One of my best friends.
I felt like my privacy felt my privacy felt betrayed. My sense of security in that moment was betrayed. But, since then I realized, guess what? I talked to 1,000 people here. It's already out there and it is what it is. So in a way, it set me free to say all the things that I want to say. I do think that you need to leave YouTube for a while. I don't think you need to go on Thorpe TV. They're just treating you like a lol cow. I got to answer. I've got to respond before I forget. No offense. Okay. I'm not trying to be rude. I'm very forgetful. I take medicine for my memory loss. Okay. I've only been over to Thorpe TV a couple times in my life. We've interacted maybe 3 times, and there's a person that's using my name and even giving super chats, and goes up on Patreon and plays a recording of me, which is Hebrew Hammer Operator. I know is one of them. Okay, so understand, I'm virtually never there. There is a future panel that we're supposed to have with Andrew Wilson, who has a very large channel, and somebody else who has like 1 point whatever million, and my brother. We're supposed to have some kind of debate, like a religious type of debate or whatever. But other than that, I'm not really involved that much. I
snuck over there the other day and saw that you were on there, and I put that post up as more of a comedy thing, more of a, hey, look, Ray's expanded his wings on YouTube. It wasn't a jab at you, just so you know, at all.
No, I didn't think it was a jab. I'm in like 15 different spaces, man. I'm a regular on like 2 or 3 boxing MMA podcasts. I had my 2 cents. I used to be on This Is Fight Club until they shut down the channel because their space went through the same thing we did. People calling people's jobs, people doxing, like having real life consequences. Jeff, this is not a community intervention. I offered you the help.
I appreciate it.
I offered you the help once before. If you ever want the help again, you're going to have to ask. I'm never going to offer it unsolicited ever again. You're 48, 50, whatever it is. You're 10 years older than me. You're almost 10 years older than me. You have a family. You're lucky enough to have both parents. Something that a lot of us out here don't have. When you were like the Christian dude that didn't curse and did a catch here and there, you were just kind of like the silly, non-confrontational uncle of the community. Like you kind of had a seat at the table, Jeff. Nobody really despised you back then. You know what you've done to let me finish, Jeff. This is a great opportunity. It's called active listening. That's what we're going to do right now together. You and me, Jeff.
I just don't want to forget what I want to say.
What do you want to say, Jeff?
Well, I just wanted to say I wanted to call you personally, privately, without it going on the internet. Can I still do that? At some point.
We can communicate with a third party present, specifically if you are looking for, okay, whether it's outpatient, whether it's inpatient, whether it's a peer support group, like any of those things. Like if you decide you want to do something differently for whatever time you got left on this earth, yes, I will make sure that I will do what I can in that regard. But like the opportunity for us to be, you don't need until Jeff can be a friend of Jeff, like you really can't be friends with anybody else, man. Like you've been on a downward spiral for, Ryan offered to like you have every reason not to drink. You have every reason not to dox. You have every reason not to cause mayhem and fuckery. Mayhem and nonsense. I know, Jeff. I know, Jeff. That's, but like, look, this is what we're going to recap real quick for anybody that joined late. Do you genuinely think when I call you Jeffrey, is that a dox?
I used to think that, but not anymore. I'm just not. Oh, hold on. Let me finish my sentence. I don't go by Jeffrey. I go by Jeff. So I find it, kind of weird. When I call Jeffrey, I'm Jeff. Just like if I called you Raymond, that would sound kind of weird. I just call you Ray. So but yeah, you're fine.
From that to Cap, to Vlad, and obviously as an extension of Vlad to Lala, you got some stuff to figure out, Jeff. And yeah, I don't appreciate you. I don't think anybody that gets their information put out there appreciates it from anybody.
Right.
There's like there could be something that wasn't meant nefariously. Like when you did it with me, you literally just flippantly said, "Oh, because Ray is Ray so and then FCC dipped off the panel." Like there was no, I wasn't even the topic of conversation, and you're putting my name behind a paywall on your comments because you think that I'm somebody that I'm not, Jeff.
Wait, behind a paywall? You said it was on Eds. I don't understand.
No, your comment that you wrote, your comment, the one you said was on Eds. Now you've done it more than once, Jeff.
Can you IG me the
Jeff? Everybody in chat already confirmed that you did it. I'm not.
No, I'm not saying I didn't. Oh no, I'm just saying. Like I asked James, I said, just give me the link, the timestamp. I'll have it taken down or edited or whatever. That's all. Just give it to me through IG or whatever. Don't say it on here because people go looking for it. Just send me whatever, and I'll have it taken care of. Just FYI. If it's on my channel, I can't control other people's channels, but on my channel.
So then Jeff, when you have so much stuff to work on, like, why do you still feel it necessary to be like, why can't you just be down in the chat appreciating the content? Like, why do you have to create your own stuff when all you're doing is, just causing grief for other people?
Can you rephrase that? I'm sorry.
I said, when you've got so much stuff that you've got to take care of in your life, like you could literally just be down in other people's things, watching them, being in the chat, being a part of, like, why do you still have to try to create content when all you're doing is causing grief for other people? Like, what is the purpose of, like, my panels in the morning are like, hey, let's talk about current events. Let's make some jokes. Let's have some fun. Like, what is your goal? What is your end game here, Jeff? Like, what is it that you're trying to accomplish with your last 15 lives? Like, what's the purpose?
Well, I don't know about 15, but most of the last, I don't know, 7, 8 lives have been pretty normal, except for a few. And I took one of them, maybe 2 of them down or whatever, because I realized I was drunk and out of control. And here's the thing, Ray, and it's my time to talk. Not being rude. I'm just saying I need to get this out there before I forget everything. Or what I want to say is, when I was drinking, or when I drank, relapsed, whatever. So I went 5 months without any alcohol, and then I relapsed again. Is I've done and said some stupid things. I'm not going to argue with it. I mean, I understand. I've done that. I own up to it. There's some people from a different country that I've just reconciled with. And it took me probably 5 or 6 months to do that. And they understood. And I appreciate that. And they didn't have to, by the way. They used to send gifts to my grandkids all the time. All the time. Every week. I get gifts from across the world just for my grandkids. And I really appreciate that. You know, and they know who they are. And we finally reconciled. They understood my situation because they've been through it. And but it took them time, and I'm surprised they even forgave me. They didn't have to. And I understand that. And there's a lot of things I've done and said. But here's another thing, Ray, is so many people have done me wrong. I've always said this, if you go back a couple years of my channel, you'll see a different me. You'll see a glow about me. You'll see a smile. You'll see I look 10 years younger, actually.
And
hold on,
Jeff,
I want to get this out there. Just let me get this out there. And with all the trolling that started, it put me in a different situation. Like, I didn't know how to go about it, to be honest with you. And a lot of it, I would let it build up. I put it aside, say, or whatever, you know, and I put it aside and it would build up in me. And then I would go on a rampage. Does that make sense? Like a binge, alcohol binge, a rampage, whatever. And then I would just release it. Does that make sense?
it does, Jeff. But our beef started when you did a catch with Jason Casey. I was live with FT. Listen, no, because not everybody here knows, Jeff. You hit me up when I was live, like 5, and you said it's an emergency 911. You told me you were being blackmailed. Do you know what the word blackmailed means, Jeff?
Wait, let me just say something. OTR was on that call too. And when you explained the actual definition of blackmail, I said, okay, I'm wrong about that word. And and then you still went ahead and said that word. And I had it wrong. I had the wrong definition of blackmail. So we talked about that on the phone before you went on a panel. And I have my definition wrong. The word blackmail wrong. You corrected me on that phone call before we went live on your channel, but you still ran with that. That upset me because in my mind, that's what the word I was looking for. But you corrected me on the phone call, but you still went forward with it.
Jeff, are you in a porta potty right now? Because nobody can hear you.
I'm right here. I don't know what you're saying.
Oh no, your audio quality has taken a significant dip in the last 5 minutes. The chat is referenced. I can hear it too. It's I just didn't know if you moved farther away. Are you?
I'm still here.
I want to shoot for the low hanging fruit and say if you're eating chips, just hit the mute button. But I'm not gonna do it.
I'm not eating any. Can you hear me now? I'm on my headset.
Yes,
I don't understand. I'm just simply saying that when you corrected me on my term blackmail and gave me the actual definition on the phone call with OTR and you and I was like, okay, wrong word. And I admitted to that on the phone call. I was like, okay, that's not the right word. So we went to a different word. I forgot what it was at this moment in time. But you still went on panel and used that definition that I already admitted that was the wrong term to use because you corrected me on
Jeff, that day, if you didn't go live and you didn't say anything and you just let that catch speak for itself, that would have been a Jeff W. You are, and I've said this on panel before. I said the biggest effing troll of Jeff is Jeff. I want you to figure your stuff out, Jeff. Like I don't want anything bad to happen to you. I hope that you find, if it's employment you're searching for, if this lady is the one for you, like I hope it brings you, unlimited bottomless happiness. But what you're doing, Jeff, is, people are watching you deteriorate. And I'm actually putting aside the fact that I'm livid at you for putting my info out there when, I never doxed you, Jeff. Never doxed you.
I heard you did, and it was my fault for believing it, I guess. So.
No, Jeff, have we ever used a phone call to connect with each other, Jeff?
No, except for, no, not just Instagram. That's it. Yeah.
No, we haven't. So I don't have your phone number. Was there ever any conversation where there'd be a reason for us to have one another's last names?
I'm sorry?
Was there ever a conversation we had that would have dictated that we trade last names?
Just the one where I was doxing your channel and I told you my last name. That's it.
Okay.
Hello?
Yeah, I'm here, Jeff. It's
But that's it. That's the only one I can think of.
And that's what I'm here to say tonight, Jeff, is like, look, dude, if you want to give in to, depression, alcoholism, anxiety, and all that jazz, man, like I wish you wouldn't, but that's up to you. But just because you're going through anguish, anxiety, and strife doesn't mean that you need to, spread that to other people. And I'm not Nick, and I'm not Ed, and I'm not these other guys. I'm not going to fall. I'm not Cat Eyes. I'm not going to curse, and I'm not going to fall off my feet begging you to get well. But what I am going to ask you to do is that if you can't bring something either creative, funny, positive, or informative, genuinely ask yourself the question, like, do I have a purpose to be here?
Yeah.
Yeah, my man. Like that's, I can't undo what you did, Jeff. I can't. Even if I wanted to, I can. Then, when people are like, oh, someone's getting doxxed in your channel, Locksmith has 170 people in there. People have 130. Like you can't watch every comment, manage 6 or 7 people on the live, try to add graphics. Like you can't blame somebody for what happens on their channel. Right. And if I'm not mistaken, you were a mod in my channel back in the day, so you could have easily just hidden whatever you had to hide.
Right.
And I'm again, we're taking turns here, Jeff. Some of the stuff that you do to people, every action has a reaction. I went live about Cam tonight, so now Cam's going live, and I have to make my peace with that. I realize that.
I didn't know that.
Yes, that is what happened. I've heard you say stuff about my friend James. I've heard you say stuff about.
Well, James has done stuff about me too, but me and him have been getting along for the most part in a decent way for the last week or two, something like that, for the most part. But Ray, let me just say something before I forget this, because I want to get it out there. I was a mod on your channel until today, I believe, or yesterday. I can't remember. I never used my wrench in a nefarious way in your channel. First of all, I understand why you unmodded me, and that's fine. I don't care about that. I'm just simply making a point here. I've never used my wrench in a nefarious way. In fact, I lurked on a lot of your streams. In fact, that one time when you came back about 7 months ago, I'm just guesstimating here, just FYI, I watched your entire stream. I didn't say a word. Even when I was doxxed, I didn't even get rid of the dox, even though I was still a mod in your channel. I called you afterwards, and that's the last time we talked until today.
And Jeff, this is the end of our conversation tonight, Jeff. When you were in that space, and our mutual friend, one of the better guys in the community who has since pretty much left, said, "Hey Ray, I need you to do me a favor. Can you please reach out to Jeff and do this? And I reached out in private. And if you look in those messages, literally what it says is no one in the community will ever know. Go look at your messages right now. That wasn't like, it wasn't a topic for panel discussion. It wasn't for anything. This was me, offline Ray, IRL, talking to Jeff, IRL, you know, in the Southwest where you're from, saying, hey, there's resources available, man. We can get you where you need to go. And that phone call, you can, and again, I didn't call you back, Jeff. I do sales and marketing for a living. If you looked at my phone records, you've heard my phone ring 3 times since I've been on this panel with you. And I've put all 3 to voicemail.
Right.
That's, you messed with my life, Jeff. You messed with the security of my family, like you.
And people have messed with mine as well. Yes, I understand.
I've messed with yours?
No, I'm not saying you have. I'm saying people in general have. Yeah.
Right. So that's the whole, like, you know, revenge is blind. That's the whole, you know, and I don't know if you live with your mom. It's none of my business. If you do, you don't. But if you're not home and somebody finds out who you are because you get doxxed and, you know, one of the predators you caught decides to show up to that house and do something crazy.
They'll regret it, first of all. I live in 3 different places, but yeah, I have, yeah, whatever. Yeah. Get your point.
I really think you need to step. No, this is me right now, Jeff.
Yeah.
This is me time. This is me time. Everybody that says you should take a step back, nobody said delete your channel. Nobody said any of that, Jeff.
They have, actually. But go ahead.
No. Let me rephrase. I'm not saying that. I know they said that. I'm not saying that. Okay. What I'm saying is you have glaring stuff, Jeff. You know, from your housing situation to your employment, to your physical health, to your emotional well-being. There's a couple of things that, you know, you really need to take a look at. And I'm not going to like when you say, oh, let me speak, I'm doing this with my, like, dude, it's a horrible, terrible thing to try to do anything in the movie A Star Is Born, right? It takes a lot to change a man. Hell, it takes a lot to try. If you made any legitimate efforts, like if you went to a 6-day, 5-day, 7-day detox, and you came back to the community, said, hey, everybody, I was in detox and I effed around and I found out, and I'm sorry for some of the nonsense that I caused. I'd be willing to bet that 80% of the community would have saluted, you know, you'd be like, hey, they'll give you a pass for the day. They'd probably say that's a Jeff W. But you didn't do any of that, Jeff. You stayed up on lives. You stayed drunk. You said hurtful things to people that were kind to you, people that cared about. Dude, our community is filled with nothing but victims of neglect, sexual assault, abuse, gaslighting. And you've perpetuated, and this is what Nevermore said that was great. Like, you've done it under the umbrella of, like, if this is the example of Christianity and what it looks like, it's not that, doesn't seem all that attractive, Jeff.
Ray, let me respond to that if I could. I've given half my story on my channel. I'm actually too scared, I guess is the right word, or embarrassed, whatever word you want to look for there, to give the other half of my story. There's a lot of people that attack me when I'm also a victim and survivor. However you want to look at that. But people still attack me. And I get that, what you're saying and everything. But it bothers me because people don't know. And I used to be so transparent, and it came to bite me back in the butt, right? And hey, Short Bus, by the way, happy birthday. But I was warned probably 3 years ago. I watched your story. I think it's been 3 years now. I could be wrong. On by Constantine, a good friend of mine who will be here in a couple of months. We're going to spend some time together, and we're going to do some stuff. It'll be fun. He's also going to give me some information and some lectures, and I'm going to listen to him. And I'm going to take it, and I'm going to roll with it, just like what you told me tonight. I usually don't rewatch my streams, but I'm going to rewatch this over and over and over, and I'm going to listen to what you said, because I don't want to forget it. And I
talked to Tommy. I talked to Tommy a while ago, and I was like,
Tommy?
dude,
Tommy Boy or
no, Tommy Colorado, and
oh yeah.
and the way that YouTube, some guys have treated him, I was like, dude, just like turn off notifications for a day and go play golf with your buddies. I mean,
But
and this is
I love
you don't look, and again, you don't have to give any information you don't want to, but like, what is a random, Saturday afternoon look like? If you're not going to a show, like, what are you doing do you go hiking? Do you fish? Do you shoot for fun? Like, do you have any productive hobbies at all?
Oh, I have a bunch. I spend time with my kids, my grandkids. We go fishing, we go camping, we go hunting. Yeah, the whole nine. I mean, that's what I'm trying to say is my life is not revolved around YouTube. People, and this is what I've said before, is people see a few minutes or a few hours or whatever on YouTube, and they take that as my life when that's actually not my life. You don't see me in hardly any chats. Even during catches, I hardly even chat. I just watch once in a while. And the rest of the time, I'm busy with my family, my girlfriend, my kids, my grandkids, my folks, my cousins, my nieces, the list goes on and on and on. My life is not revolved around YouTube. It used to be for a period of time. And I do admit that.
Can we do a fun social experiment now, Jeff?
Sure.
And I want to see like where and obviously there's some people that troll you, and like you said, they do this, and I think I'm going to be right. I think the answer is going to lean one way or the other. If y'all would be supportive of Jeff going to a place, or even if y'all be supportive of just getting sober, figuring his stuff out, and cleaning up the some of the stuff that he's done, press 1. And if you hope that he drinks and just falls into a drain, press 2. I want to see what. I'd be willing to bet that the majority of the chat, even if they despise you right now, would choose option 1, hoping that something decent happens for you, Jeff.
Okay. I don't know who you are backstage. I'm sorry. I just don't know who you are. You can type
Dude, look down in the chat.
I'm looking. I appreciate everybody. I do appreciate that. I've been sober for over a week now. I'm going forward on that. I do appreciate it because I really thought that people really didn't care about me. So I appreciate you saying that. I really do, sincerely. More than you know, and I appreciate everybody that's pressing the 1 there. God bless
So
you.
not just a cup. Just says the problem with Jeff is he's a one-upper. No matter what is said that someone has gone through, Jeff has gone through the same and worse. Has to one up and just can't shut his mouth and listen to help. Would you believe? Would you agree that sometimes you have a tendency to be a one-upper, Jeff?
Real quick, I'll answer that. I just need to know who's on panel real quick. Can you state who you are? Hello? Please state who you are.
Am I alive?
Who's this?
It's me.
That's my buddy Frank. Jeff, that's Frank.
I don't know a Frank. Sorry.
Jeff,
Can you give
come
your...
on. Let me be Frank.
Wait, who is this? First of all, just tell me who you are, screen name-wise.
Jeff, if I tell you who I am, will you promise not to overreact?
It's Smart Busters, right?
It is.
Okay, that's all I need to know. You're fine. Okay. I appreciate all the ones in the chat, and I appreciate Ray bringing that up, and I am working on that, and I feel I'm going forward. And if I told Cat Eyes, and Cat Eyes knows this, she spoke about it publicly. She said there was an anonymous person that offered me 28-day inpatient treatment if I cannot kick it this time, and I told her I would take it. And I assume that's you, Ray. I could be wrong. She did not tell me the name, but you mentioned something about that. So I assume it's you. If I'm wrong, I apologize. But there's somebody that did offer that.
I never communicated with Cat Eyes, but can we let LARP?
Sure.
I doubt that he's up here to do anything nefarious. Just give him the microphone, Jeff. Let him talk.
Sure. Just no cussing or anything nefarious is all I asked. Absolutely.
Well, Jeff, to start off, I'd like to say good evening, Jeff. It's me, LARP.
I appreciate you helping out with catches, by the way, with the PHI. That was good stuff.
It's the least I could do. It's the least I could do. I'm trying to make up for my sins of the community. So just helping out with catches is, it's a worthy cause. So
Amen.
Jeffrey, what are we? Oh, sorry, didn't mean to soft dox you there. Can I call you Jay?
You can call
Can I
me
call
Jeff.
you
That's
Jay?
fine. You're fine.
Okay.
Just go ahead.
Okay, Jeff. It's good to be on a first name basis with my new panel friend. So Jeff, what are we getting into tonight?
I'm listening to Ray. Is there anything productive you want to expound
Well, I
on?
mean,
I don't.
yeah, expound, expanding, expanse. Let's get into it. Yeah, Ray, man, he is what an eloquent speaker Raymond is. He just comes into these streets and just takes over by force. It's quite a sight to behold. But, honestly, I think he, has his heart pointed in the right direction, Jeff. But I'm just going to be real here, Jeff. I think that you're just doing this for attention, and I don't think you're ready to get help. And that's my honest opinion. I wish you would. I mean, your family fucking needs you, bro.
I can't have that kind of language. I appreciate that, Larp, sincerely. I just respect.
What did he say?
I'm trying to keep the F word out of this.
He had one
appreciate-
slip, and I doubt he meant it.
Okay,
Jeff,
I'll give another chance.
Thank you, Jeff. Thank you, Jeff.
Chill, my gosh. It's my
Okay.
panel. Just give me a chance here.
Thank you.
No more cussing, Lark, please.
Am I alive? Praise
Yes,
the
just
Lord. He is
Praise the
risen.
Lord.
He is risen indeed.
In fulfillment of the scripture.
Well,
Jeff
praise
just
the Lord,
fulfilled
but-
the great prophecy without even knowing it.
Go ahead, Lark. Just please watch the language. That's all I ask.
All this time with those effing delusions of grandeur, and he ended up being the keystone. So, Jeff, what are we getting into tonight? Is this we're trying to rack up some clouts? A clout?
No.
Multiples of clouts?
I wasn't planning on
Clout
going
squared?
Are you gonna let me finish talking, or I just wanted to, like I said earlier, I decided to go up on B-Soxes to help a lady out that's going through a situation that I've been through myself. And James come in, totally uncalled for, whatever, and he said, "Go live." I was like, "I might just do that," and so here I am.
Praise Brother B-Sox, the stolen valor king.
I talked to the guy in private. He's a young man. He's going through some stuff, and I know more stuff than people know. And
can I ask you a question?
Sure.
Privately, how do you keep private Jeff and public Jeff so well defined and separated? I mean, it's kind of a mastery, an art form, if you will.
Well, like I said, we talked about stuff privately. I said stuff. I didn't say specifics.
But when stuff comes public, I don't understand how you've been able to differentiate public Jeff and private Jeff in such a masterful manner. Can you illuminate us on the ways of public and private Jeffin?
Well, not Illuminati. That's a joke, by the way. A LARP, if you will. LARP buster.
Oh shit, dude, you're Illuminati. Whoa, bro.
No pun intended. But no, there was a gal that was up there, and she was crying, and she admitted she was an alcoholic, and I let her know my situations and what I've been through and whatnot, and then so there was some stuff there that we did talk about publicly, and she's in here tonight.
Did you tell her that you've been 7 months sober to the day?
I haven't been 7 months sober to today, no. I've been about a week and a half probably sober, but I was 5 months sober.
Oh.
But,
oh wow.
But anyways,
how the mighty has fallen.
But
Jeff, really quick. I know that you look for help on YouTube, but what if I were to tell you that?
Okay.
But let me finish. What if I were to tell you that in just about every city, every night, there's groups of people going through the same thing that will literally have a conversation with you about this and not put it on YouTube? What if I told you that that existed? Would you believe me?
Wait, can you repeat the question one more time?
Never. No, I can't.
No, I know something about.
Ray, you can't monetize Alcoholics
Yeah, I was
Anonymous.
gonna
That's the
start talking.
problem.
I was gonna start talking
Hold, hold,
anyway. I
hold,
think that Jeff is more addicted to attention than any kind of alcohol or anything that's going on. He's just wasting everyone's time. That's like what's going on
if
here.
I was
You're
addicted to attention,
you're
Ryan,
beyond
I'd be
you're
going.
beyond any kind of help at all. Like,
All right, I'm not gonna listen to that. But when somebody tells me something like that, it's just not. It's not good. I don't go live every day for hours and hours and hours like most people do. I go live maybe once every week, every 2 weeks, maybe a couple times for a week, and then gone for 2 weeks or whatever. My life is not revolved around YouTube, Brian. So just FYI. Cap, you're up.
Ryan, dick move, man. Dick move. You think you really manned up since you got laid, bro, but I'm here to just peg you down a notch. You need to tone it down. We don't get after Jeff. We give him a pass on everything because he can do no wrong. He's a
No,
Christian, brother.
he was
He's
actually giving
forgiven.
me a hard time, but that's okay. But Cap is up, so go ahead, Cap.
A guy was giving you a hard time and it was okay. Wow.
Well, I kicked him actually because he just went off.
Is that why you're walking funny?
All right, Cap, you're up.
Well, I just wanted to say thanks for letting me up, Jeff. What up, Ray? What up, LARP? My brother, LARP. Jeff, bro, how many? It's speechless of the sympathy and the shit going on here, man. Like if this is a problem for you and you're, this old in life and you got to come to here to get an answer, like, how are you gonna make it in life, bro? That's the question. If this is a problem, and I know, and you're getting offers for help, and you're still not taking
Cap,
it.
I think you're confusing sympathy with pity, brother. I think sympathy has left the chat a long time ago.
But see, no,
wow, was that a death threat? Did you guys just death threat Jeff?
All right, let's not. Come on, let Cap finish here, like what he has to say.
No, I was agreeing with Cap, Jeff. I wasn't arguing. I'm sorry, Cap. I think you know what I'm getting at. Yeah.
It's just, it's just the crazy thing. Your people are offering you help, and there's obviously an issue here, and you're agreeing with it, but you sidewalk it to, well, I lost a wrench. Like, Jeff, that's the least of your worries, bro. To be honest with you,
I was just making a statement.
But that's not. You shouldn't be worried about that right now. Who cares about wrenches?
No, I don't.
Wrench
Go
life,
ahead.
bro. Wrench life.
Wrench life. Let Cap get to his point.
So my point is, if you say you need help and people are offering you help, what's the delay in taking it?
Can I answer? I mean, I'm trying to be polite.
I stopped talking.
Okay.
He
So
hasn't accumulated enough clouts yet.
All right, LARP. I don't want to have to kick you, man. Seriously, just let me.
I'm sorry, Jeff. I apologize.
Let me answer here. So I went to my doctor a couple times, and I'm in a program now that's really helping me. Is it perfect? No. Nothing's perfect except for Christ, except for God himself. That's my opinion. I'm not trying to push my religion. I'm just saying God is perfect in all ways. But as humans are not perfect. All have sinned and fall short of the glory of God. It's in the book of Romans. You can look it up. New Testament. And I made plenty of mistakes. I wasn't planning on going live. In fact, the last few lives, I was not planning on going live. I wasn't planning on going live for like maybe 2 weeks or a month. I went live tonight for a couple of reasons. I mentioned one earlier. Uncalled for came into B-Sox's, whatever. He said, would you go live, please, tonight? I said, I might. And I thought about it. And then I was thinking of what Ray I watched a little bit of Ray's panel. I think it was this morning or yesterday. I can't remember, Ray. I'm sorry. I apologize. I did watch some of it, and you said something in the nature of Jeff and I if I'm
Apology
wrong,
accepted.
something in the nature of Jeff and I either need to have a one-on-one or a one-on-one is coming or something of that nature. And I wanted to call you on Instagram, to be honest with you, but I was afraid that you would either deny the call or you put it all out there in the open for everybody to hear. And I just don't trust hardly anybody in the community. There's like maybe 2 or 3 people I actually trust completely. And no offense, but I thought, well, I was going to put in the title as well, Ray. I was going to put Ray, let's have a talk. But I thought, well, you know what? I was actually a little bit afraid to even put that. I'll be honest with you, Ray. So I was. But I was hoping, I'm glad that we did have this talk. And I'm glad that other people came up here. And Ryan, if you just come up here and have a little respect, I don't have a problem with that.
Jeff,
to
can,
come up
can
Since
here,
you
we're since
can
we're
you
having
address
this
what you
talk,
said to
can I
Annoyed?
show you my cock? I'm here feeding my rooster. I just wanted to see if I could show you my cock.
yeah, I'm not going to put up with stupidity like that.
What you said to Annoyed when you said he's the type of loser, little sissy, whatever boy that you and your brother would beat up and put in lockers. Like, do you want to? Can
He said that?
yeah,
Jesus.
like Jeff, we can go rent out a high school locker room for today, and you and Vanilla Christ can we can.
All right, that's enough. That's enough. You're talking about yeah. Don't bash my brother, my family like that. We're actually good people. When you see a little bit of stupid stuff on YouTube, and people judge all of the YouTube stuff for our entire life.
You said you could beat him up, and that he was this little sissy gay boy that you would throw in a
All right,
locker and do all
enough, Ray. If I said that, I was probably drunk. I'm just being honest with you. I was probably. I don't even remember that. So obviously, I had crossed the invisible line, and
Jeff,
I was drunk.
do you speak any Latin, Jeff?
I used to speak a little Spanish because my ex-wife.
No,
was
not Latin American. Do you know what do you know what in vino veritas means?
You mean Spanglish? Are you talking about actual Spanish or Mexicano? What are you talking about here? Because they're different.
I'm talking about Latin, Jeff. Latin.
Me on my half a too.
No, Jeff, I'm talking Latin, like the Latin, like from the Roman Latin, Jeff, in vino veritas.
No, I don't always speak much of that.
In vino veritas means in liquor or in alcohol there is truth. Sometimes we show the darker part of ourselves that we try to keep at bay. Alcohol.
Sometimes,
right.
And there's no. I want to respond to that. So sometimes alcohol is like a truth serum. Is that what you're saying?
Not a truth syrup, just
no, a serum, like a truth. Sometimes it is.
What I'm saying is that when all I did was repeat what you said to somebody, and you got up in arms with me, and I was just asking you to comment on you making that comment to somebody else.
And sometimes alcohol is completely the opposite. We say things we don't mean at all. Would you agree with that?
100%. And that's why I said, what did you mean by it? I didn't tell you I knew what you Cap. Did I tell him that I knew what he meant by it?
No, I don't think I heard that.
Or repeat it one more time just to refresh my memory, and I'll answer it. So Matt in the locker. Go ahead.
You told Annoyed that he was like the little. You might have called him the F word. You might have called him a little sissy guy. You said you're the type of dude that me and my brother would stuff in lockers and beat up in high school when I was and I. That's what you said, Jeff.
You're laughing about it, bro.
I'm sorry, I can't help it. I'm sorry.
Well, why would you? Okay, and I'm sorry. I'm sorry, Ray.
I'm thinking of Brokeback Mountain. I just.
What the fuck?
He reminds me of.
How are you on someone else's panel offering help to someone and you can't even help yourself? That was a question I had.
Yeah, hold on, just real quick, Cap. I don't know who that is backstage. I can't let you up. Sorry. Go ahead, Cap.
That was a question. So you said you were offering help to someone else that needed it, but it seems like you can't even help yourself. So how are you able to render help to somebody if you can't
Hey,
even?
Jeff, that's
That's a
Kevin
good.
who that's Kevin who wants to
That,
make peace and right his wrongs. Kevin
that,
wants to do the right thing.
well, let me get to one thing at a time here. Cap.
Okay.
Oh my gosh. Repeat that one more time. I got off track because Ray interrupted. I'm sorry. I want to hear
Well,
that.
you said you didn't know who it was, so I'm just clarifying who, so everyone in the chat knows that it's
No,
Kevin
because
wants to make peace.
he's going to come up here and make false accusations. I'm not
If he
going to let
does, you
him
can blame. If he does, you can blame it on me. But I know Kev pretty well, and if you let him up, I'm fairly sure out of like his decency to me, he'll at least keep it somewhat PG-13.
No, he won't. No, he won't. He hasn't before, so I'm not going to let him up. Sorry.
If you're genuinely sorry for doxing me, Jeff, let Kevin up.
I'm genuinely sorry, but I'm not going to let him up.
Why?
Sorry is an action, not a word.
Because he has anger management problems. He's going through anger management. So I'm not
But
going to actually.
but Jeff, that's like you. So what are your problems though, man? Like, how are you going to sit there and say something about Kevin when? I mean, look what we're up here doing. We're talking about your problems and the issues that you have. So, like, how are you going to say that about someone else?
We don't have problems.
I say
we're all sinners, and those of us that are saved.
Exactly. So extend the olive branch. Kevin's supposed to be coming up in peace. I mean, you're letting other people.
All right, let me answer that, Cap. I'm going to get a little aggressive here, just a little bit. I'm going to get a little bold. That's a better word, a little bold.
Oh, shit.
He's promised that before, and he came up and falsely accused my brother of nefarious things, totally malicious.
But I mean, let's hold the clock back a little bit. Didn't you? What did you say about him though? You've said some pretty screwed up things about him.
So, not like he's accused my brother and I. Holy cow! He came up on locks and went haywire. I had to call the police. I mean, holy cow! The guy is under. I'm not even. I don't even think I'm supposed to let him up on panel. Holy cow! The dude is out of control.
Investigation or something? Is it an open investigation or something?
I'm not going to answer any questions.
See, this is the thing, man.
All right. Here's the deal. All right. Here's the deal. I will let him up. You got to listen.
I just laughed. I wasn't even talking, bro. I was laughing.
Okay. I'll let him up. The first negative thing he says, he's gone. You're up, Kevin. What do you want?
I come in peace, Jeff. I promise, man.
All right.
The foul, nefarious shit I said when I was mad. That's the only reason I said it, because I was mad. Jeff, come on, man. Let me speak, please. I'm coming in peace. I'm not yelling. Okay, Jeff. Okay, fine. The foul, nefarious comments that I made directed towards you and your brother were made out of anger, correct? You could see that, correct?
I don't know. That was you that said it.
Okay, well, that's what I'm telling you right now. They were made out of anger.
Okay.
I was mad for my own personal reasons, and I lashed out with words. That's what I do.
Okay.
So I apologize for saying that. Saying that you and your brother were having sexual intercourse.
I don't want to hear it again.
All the foul shit that I said. I'm not. Okay, we get it. I apologize. You do accept my apology?
As a Christian, I do.
Okay, well, as a fellow Christian, listen, the last time we spoke,
you have my phone number.
You keep cutting me off, Jeff. I'm not calling you privately, nothing like that. I just come to speak peace. Can you let me speak while I'm speaking? Since the last conversation we had, I was fucking. Sorry, I'm trying to catch it. Y'all gotta bear with me. I'm watching it. I'm catching myself, Jeff. Right now, I'm catching myself. The last time we spoke, I was hard. I'm still hard. We all know that. But I'm changing. I recently become the single full-time father of 3 children. Young. In anger management, I completed that, and I have a certificate of completion. Actually, I did take some stuff from it. I'm still doing some cognitive behavioral therapy that was court ordered, but I am changing. I'm growing in life, and I'm adjusting to everything that's coming at me. But I do have one problem.
Real quick.
You told a live panel of 100 and something people that I wanted to SA your grandchildren. Can you address that?
Hold on. Is that really Crystal Roach?
Yeah. Oh, come on, man.
Okay, go ahead, Kevin. Okay, go ahead.
Let's hear for Crystal Roach or whatever the hell you just said. Forget what anything I just
No,
addressed.
no, dude, you good. Go ahead,
No,
man.
I just want to make sure it was him. That's all I
Hey,
wanted to make.
Kev. Chris is a homie. He's a long. If you don't know Chris LaRoche, you should. He's
I'm
a good
just
dude,
saying,
Kev.
I'm in the middle of burning right now, like, and
No, go
I'm
ahead,
just
Jeff.
like, I'm expressing my feelings, which I have no reason to be doing. But the foul, nefarious shit I said, I do regret. I have been reading the Bible. I have been trying to find something different. I wasn't raised with that, but I want that for my children.
Amen. It's good stuff.
So I came up here and I aired out my grievances, and I let it out. I'm not yelling, I'm not cussing, and I'm catching the cuss words. And I said, I'm sorry, and I do feel that. I apologize.
And I
Whether
forgive
you
you.
accept it or not, it's off
I
my
accept.
conscience for the foul shit that I said.
I
But
accept and
what's
forgive
not
you.
off my conscience is the fact that you told a live audience of 100+ people that I wanted to sexually assault your
Watch what you say.
grandchildren.
Watch what you say, please.
S.A. Sorry, S.A. You feel the fucking heat? God damn it, I did it again.
Oh my
See, when I
gosh.
get like this, it
I
just comes
forgive you,
out,
but
Jeff.
you have to go. Oh my gosh. Why can't people watch their language? It's not that hard. I do forgive you, Kevin, and I accept your apology. So I just want you to know that I just can't hear that. Chris, you're up next.
Jeff, I think you like people telling you stuff that you want to hear. You get upset when people tell you stuff that you actually need to hear. Like people have told you over and over the past several weeks stuff that you not necessarily want to hear, but stuff
Right.
to wake you the fuck up, and
Watch the language,
you
please.
don't.
Language.
Okay, well, just like what Ray said earlier, you cuss all the time, but yet whenever somebody trying to um, speak some truth to you, man, you don't like hearing that. Like it's like the same thing over and over. It's like rinse, wash, repeat. You go away for a few days, you claim that you're sober, and you have this intervention stream, and then you do it all over again. You dox people, you do nefarious shit, and then you come back a few days later and you're like, "Oh, I'm good." Dude, like I
Yeah,
don't.
you're right. I mean, I'm not justifying it in any way, shape, or form. It's my fault, but I'm just saying people on alcohol do things they wouldn't normally do, and that's some things that I did. And I own up to that, and I do apologize. I can't apologize enough.
Actions speak louder than
Obviously,
words, Jeff.
I'm sorry.
Actions speak louder than words, Jeff.
True.
You can say I'm sorry all day long, but you gotta back it up, man. You gotta be
Hey,
able to put some action behind whatever you're saying on a stream,
and
buddy.
Kevin said
Yeah,
he's very sorry. If you can let him back up, he was trying hard, Jeff. That's the best version of Kevin you've ever seen. He was definitely catching himself trying hard. I think you owe it to him to give him another shot, but you do as you please.
he can't control his language. I don't know what else to say.
Dude, that was the best. Cap, you've known Kev for years. Was that not the most docile version of Kev you've ever seen?
I mean, we're all adults, bro. I mean, we're not kids, man.
But I'm trying to keep it
But
civil.
Jeff, do you not hear what we've all said? You have a video out of saying the most vile stuff,
True.
cuss words and all. So
I was drunk, yeah.
why it doesn't matter? You can't control people's freaking language.
I'm going to on my panel. I'm sorry. Let me just. I'm not trying to interrupt, but this has been up for a while now. I want to get to this comment here. We'll go right back into it. I can't really read because my eyes. Mala Tuller or something of that nature says, same with me, Jeff. That's why I said when I said unban me. Oh my gosh, I don't know what that is. I'll look at that later. Okay, I didn't. That was a long time ago. Go ahead, Cap. Sorry, I just wanted to get that out of the way before I forget.
Well, I mean, it'd be nice, and everybody in chat, your whole audience is asking for, Kevin to get another chance to come back up. And secondly, again, if you've been offered help, why are you not taking it?
I've got help. It's going to be a long process. I know that, but I'm getting help now. It's the best help I've ever had. If I fail at this, they told me to give it 3 months, 90 days. If I fail at this, I will take up the offer. The Cat Eyes has said publicly, has not said who. I thought it was Ray. I guess it's not. My apologies. Ray has offered me help too, so I'll accept, whatever. The point of it is, if I don't get through this 90 days, I will accept the inpatient help.
But the wild part about this is how you just think that it's just going to be sitting here. What, bro? You're a grown man, and you still think that this help's just going to be sitting here waiting for I guess I can take it now that it's gonna still be there. What if it's not there in the 90 days? Like, it's just the audacity of you, man. You act like this is owed to you. I don't even understand why people are sitting up here patting your back and babying you. You're a grown man. You, like you said, you've got kids and grandkids and stuff, and you can't even handle the internet, bro. It's pretty sad. And all this help here and babying of you, it's not like the first time this has happened, man. This is like volume 10 already.
Exactly.
So I agree, Cap. But can I say this? So I don't know the exact time or date, just to be honest with you, but I went about a week or two without drinking now at all. And I'm on the road to recovery. And I have to give credit to a lot of people. I'll mention my real life, like in-person people. My girlfriend is one of the biggest helps that I've had. She's been a lot of encouragement to me. She's too embarrassed to chat a whole lot. She chats at the beginning. She chats a few times here and there. She moderates behind the scenes and whatnot. She doesn't want to get too involved, but she's, in real life there with me. And if it wasn't for her, to be honest with you, and a lot of people, I wouldn't be where I'm at now. And I didn't expect.
Jeff, if you don't let Kevin up, I'm going to have to go live and let him up. I think he earned a shot.
He's not backstage.
Look, because I'm going to have to go live again, or Cap is, because the guy came up, said his piece. He was the best version of Kevin we've ever seen, and you shot him down when all these people are giving you grace and forgiveness and a free hall pass. And the guy who literally punches predators, loses his temper everywhere, and breaks people's motorcycles is trying to turn over a new leaf. And you defecated upon his efforts to try to be a bigger man. Like that, Jeff, if you were genuinely on the road to recovery, you would not have the answer to every question everybody's asking you. Like everything everyone tells you.
He's welcome to come back up. He's just not backstage.
Okay. Kev, get on up here, pal. He's here. He's in backstage.
And see, and that's the thing. I like how that's what I was getting to, Jeff.
Wait. Oh yeah. Okay, he is. My bad. Okay,
but Jeff, that's what I'm getting to, man. You're doing this controlled stuff over here, and it's gonna.
I got the stage. Just pause.
Hold on.
No more cussing, Jeff. No more cussing. Cap's gonna let me finish. You cut me off when I was in the middle of talking. I got overwhelmed with words, and I let out a few swear words. I'm calmed down. It won't happen again. I came up here and apologized like a man. I'm physically, actively, daily becoming a better man. I am. I'm loving life. I've spent so much time throughout the day with my kids. I go to work, I come home and I make dinner and give them baths. I'm loving life.
Amen.
But I said some foul stuff to some people that I regret saying out of anger. I come up here and apologized, and then I asked you one question and you cut me off. Can you answer my one question I have for you?
If you use it in an appropriate way.
Why would you live stream to 100+ people and make the claim, the accusation that I want to SA your grandchildren aging from, 8 months to 10? Newborn to 8? That's what you said, something like that.
I will answer you if you let me. I will answer you. For the first time, I will answer.
I'm waiting on it. Go ahead.
So I was drinking. First of all, I'm not justified. I'm just getting to the point here. So when you said that, I took it in a different way. I took it the wrong way, and that's me. That's all on me. I'm owning up to that. Okay, that's all on me. I took it the wrong way. And I seriously apologize, and I accept your forgiveness, and I hope you accept my apology.
But I came up here way harder than that, man. I was up here spitting facts, admitting to my wrongs for 15 minutes before I got carried away and asked my question and said it in the way that doesn't appease TOS. And I got kicked off for 10 minutes. Can you give me a little more in-depth answer, a little more in-depth apology, anything other than I was drunk and it happened? My bad.
Well, I wish I have to go back and watch it because I can't remember everything. Just being honest with you,
He's asking you about accountability, bro. It's been out there. This is the what we're talking about, Jeff. You're not accountable for yourself. Hold yourself accountable.
I'm trying to. I just
no, you're not. It's you said it. He's not up here lying. You 110% said it. It was wrong. It was very foul. It's the same stuff that Jonathan said. It's wrong.
Right. I remember that. Yeah.
And Jonathan's response, I didn't. It is what it is. I said it. That's not okay. And then you running these panels where, oh, well, you can't do this, you can't do that. You're gonna lose the little support you have left, Jeff.
Well, to be honest with you, I'm not really concerned about the support. I'm just getting to the point here. I'm not really concerned about support on YouTube. I'm moving to Rumble and whatever.
See, that's literally all you got for me, though. Is just I was drunk. That's what it is. I'm sorry.
No,
like,
Kevin.
I just don't understand. Let me speak, Jeff, please. I'm not cussing. I'm not yelling. Nothing. Changed man over here, baby.
Okay.
You literally said I want to SA your grandchildren because I said F you and them because that's all you talk about, and I was speaking out of anger again. Right. F you and them. That was anger. That was an attack towards your feelings. That's all it was.
Right.
How do you interpret that into I want to F your grandkids? But you didn't ever say I wanted to F you. It came into your mind that he said he wants to F my grandchildren, 8 months old to 10 years old. But I just don't understand how that is your thought process. Can you explain that?
Can I answer?
Fire away.
Can I answer? Yes or no? I'm just waiting.
Fire away, insinuating. Yes, please answer.
Okay. To the best of my memory, at that time, I took it literally, which I shouldn't have. I get that. I understand that now.
But you only took it half literally because you didn't insinuate that I wanted to F you. You didn't insinuate that I wanted to SA you. Only your grandchildren. When I said F you and your grandchildren. So how could you interpret that to me wanting to do that to your grandchildren, but not to you if that's how you took it?
I'm getting there. You're just cutting me off.
Cognitive behavioral therapy. It works.
So I don't really care much about me. I'd be happily, and I'm sure you would be too. I'm sure most parents or grandparents would happily be tortured to death to save their kids or grandkids. Am I right about that?
Bro, I just got done having a conversation with my 5-year-old son last night and told him, if anything, I love you so much, baby. If you went to the hospital because your heart stopped, I'm going to cut mine out if it fits you. I'll do it myself, just so you get it. Amen. My son started crying, talking about, but then you would be dead. Yeah, exactly. That's how much I love you. I'll die for you in a heartbeat without thinking about it.
That's good stuff.
I understand that.
That's why I didn't bring myself into that.
But if someone says F you and your grandkids, or in my situation, I don't have grandkids, single and 31, if anybody's interested. In that situation, if somebody addressed me as F you and your children, then I would be like, man, what's popping though? Like, what's up? We gonna do this or what? I'm not gonna say, oh, he wants to SA my kids. That drunk, high, I mean, smoked out on a gram of dabs in 5 minutes. My mind could never be twisted enough to make that accusation.
No, I get it.
It's very similar to
one in the chat if you want to see a new Colorado Creek Control channel. One in the chats. It'll be my children, my work schedule, and then the occasional catch. One's in the chats if you want to see me come back. I'm a new man, baby.
Put a shirt on, Ray. You can't be all naked up here on the panel. What are you doing?
I have a shirt on, you fucking idiot.
You're showing a little too much skin, bro.
Sorry, Jeff. I'm wearing a shirt, Bubba.
Thank you. I want to say I gotta do this. Thank you, Kaz at home, very much for being a member for 2 months. I really appreciate that very much.
Jersey's asking for the link, Jeff. Will you let Jersey up to say his piece?
No, because he's never respectful, and he's harassed me behind the scenes, and it never stops. And,
why do you keep running from this stuff,
harassed
bro?
him hella hard, Jeff.
Well, he's harassed me, and I've got evidence of that.
Jeff, you're a Christian. Like an eye for an eye is never a good idea. If tonight's the night that everybody's going to start bringing their better selves forward, if you're the Christian, let it start with you.
All right, Jersey.
I dare you to be the bigger man, Jeff. I dare you to be the bigger man.
All right. Let me talk. It's my panel, Ray. I'm not trying to be rude. Jersey, let me know either in private chat or in chat that you're not going to cuss. A, B, you're going to. I'm not done. B, you're going to be respectful, mature, and I'll talk to you.
Obey all TOS up here in this joint.
It's not just about TOS. It's about being mature adults.
It's like talking
so I'm waiting. Hold on. I'm waiting for either a private chat or something in the actual chat for him to say he's going to be mature, respectful, not cuss, and we'll talk like mature adults. And I haven't gotten anything yet. So until I do, I'm going to leave it as it is.
Jersey, can you do that in the public chat just so we can?
Or private. It doesn't matter. Oh, wait, there's something in private. My bad. I'm sorry. I didn't see that. That's my bad. No, there's nothing from him in private chat. I'll wait. Well, he just bailed. He doesn't want to. But I didn't want to be on here this long, to be honest with you. I'll give it a few more minutes. Thank you, Kaz at home. I appreciate your. By the way, she's from Australia. Shout out to Aussies. Australians. Shout out. And I appreciate all the constructive criticism. I got a lot tonight. I have a lot to ponder on. And I will guarantee I will watch this panel over and over and over. If I missed anything, if I did not get anything,
I'm just so dumbfounded that's how it's going to be left. I was drunk, so I did it.
You said this before, Jack.
I'm trying to finish here, but I'm going to say I'm going to watch it over and over.
With what we were talking about, Jeff. You never finished that conversation. You just let it blow on by.
I'm multitasking. I'm trying here. I have no idea how to reply. You
see how this is just a waste of time? You don't even take this stuff seriously.
No, I'm trying to
I was talking.
I'm trying to pay attention to many.
But why? Why? This is where people are trying to support you, and you're sitting here saying, "I'm going to watch this over." Why are you trying to watch this right now? You're going to watch it over and over again, which is going to do absolutely nothing. And you should be getting the help you need. Watching a panel that's the problem. You say, "Oh, I have more important stuff to do." Then why would you watch this over and over and over again? What is that going to do?
Cap, there are certain things about my health that I don't want to get to expound on anymore than I have to on here.
Here we go again.
All right. Anyways, if you guys don't understand, then just go.
Jeff,
you don't understand.
Hey, Jeff, if you don't let Jersey up, just because for fairness, I'm going to give him a platform on mine. If you bring him up here, you at least have the home. Well, I'd rather you have home field advantage. I'm not going to. It's not a Jeff Dragon thing, but you have the opportunity.
All I ask is to be respectful, like you guys.
And the guy is, the guy's basically lived a life where, he kind of has the right to do more or less what he. And again, you don't have to let him up. I'm just giving you the.
I'm not going to baby somebody. I'm not sorry. Look, this is
you're getting babied. You've been getting babied the whole time. How dare you say that?
The guy harasses
Since I've
me
been back, I didn't
offline
say one
all
swear
the
word, Jeff.
time.
You should be
all
proud of
the
me and just
time.
let this man up. Maybe
No,
he's going. You got to acknowledge that. You've never seen me this way. How long have I been up here this second round? I haven't said one swear word. Baby, come on now. Everybody can change. Jeff, if I can do it, anybody can. Maybe he'll come at you different.
He
Jeff,
just said,
Just give
considering
the
all the
man a
things that
shot,
you've
Jeff.
done,
okay, look, I'm going to talk for a second. He just said in chat he's not going to. If he promises to do that, I will let him up.
You're gonna force a hand of someone else going live and taking your views, bro.
I don't
like
care
100%.
about views. I don't care about
Obviously you do. Yes, obviously you do.
I can shut it
This
down
is
right now. I don't care. I didn't want to be on here more than 30 minutes to an hour. It's already, what, 2 hours and 17 minutes? I don't even go live that long anymore.
and you
I mean,
haven't
Ray.
and
Go
you
live,
haven't
Ray.
listened to anything. You
Ray or
haven't
Cap, go live.
you haven't listened to anything. You've been up
Ryan,
here and done
just be
nothing.
respectful. I'll let it. If he comes back up, I'll give him a chance. Ryan, one more chance.
Yeah. Yeah. I was gonna say, shit, fuck, what the fuck is going on?
See, that's what I'm talking about. People promise things and they don't go with it. So I'm going to shut her down. So have a good night.
Cap, is it me? Who's going live? Cap, me or you?
Rochambeau.
What does
Rock,
that mean?
paper, scissors, shoot. Rock, paper, scissors, shoot. What is it?
Dude, I'm going to check my white
I was
privilege
about
at
to
the
say,
door.
the fuck
I
does
want
that
a Cali. I want a Cali after Preds catch, Cap. I'll meet you over your place.
All right. I'll be on 5.
Here comes Jersey staying. I guess not. Well,
Jeff, before I go and you cut it off, it's just me and you now. We have the floor.
Jersey Sting's coming up. So hold on just 1 second.
He said he wasn't. So let's just speak until he gets here.
He's right here.
Can you give me a little bit better of an answer, man?
Well, hold on. It says they will need to connect their mic/cam before you can add them to the stream. So if something's not connected, Jersey Sting, you might want to try connecting first. And if you don't believe me, I can't screenshot from my computer, but I'll take a picture with my phone. So if you try to doubt it or tell people, I didn't let you up, like another person did, I'm going to screenshot that or take a picture because I can't screenshot from my computer. So there's a picture. Got a couple of them there. So I got a picture to prove it won't let me let you up unless you have. It says they will need to connect to their mic/cam before you can add them to the stream. So I'll give you a minute or so to fix that if you can. And he just left. All right. Well, I'm going to go here. I'll play a little bit of streamer music. I'm hitting the set. So going to go to bed. It's almost 10 o'clock. It's my bedtime. Jersey, I do have that picture. So it would not let me let you up, just like that one time with NTF. We have somebody else. Oh, Missy just left. Just about to let her up, and she left. Private messages here. All right, there's Missy again. Hey, Missy.
Hey, I only left because I heard you say that you were going to start playing your StreamYard music, and so I figured you were already done.
I was, but I saw you were backstage, so I didn't want to ignore you. Jersey was too, but it wouldn't let me let him up. I took a picture just to prove that it wouldn't let me because it said bike and cam or something was not connected. So.
Oh, well, maybe in the couple of seconds that I'm up here, he'll be able to figure it out. I just wanted to, do you know what Kevin was asking of you right now? Like, are you, like, I'm not making assumptions. I'm not talking down to you, but are you aware of what he was needing from you?
Yeah, I get it. And I told him, when he said that stuff, I took it literally, and he came up. He was pretty polite, especially the second time.
He
And
was super polite, even when he
oh,
was cussing. Like, you've given him chances before, and he doesn't treat it as respectfully as he did today.
true.
Um,
You're right. Yeah.
but I'm still confused.
But
Like,
can I
do
ask you a
you?
question though? Can I ask you a question? Not to interrupt, but can I ask you a question? If somebody says "f you" and your grandkids, wouldn't that's just disgusting? Who says that? Do you say that in church?
Well,
Do you
but
do you say that in
Jeff,
your real life? I mean, it's
Jeff,
just disgusting. But
most of
I
these. Okay, go ahead and finish.
go ahead.
Most of these people, or at least some of these people, don't go to church. And so it doesn't make any difference whether they would say it in a church or not. But I would be willing to guess that.
You cut out. I don't know. You still there? We're still up here, Missy. You're not. Hello. Okay. I don't know what happened there. I'll give it a minute or so. There she is. All right. You cut out there. Go ahead.
Yeah, I'm sorry, I was getting a call. I was just saying that I think that most of these people do talk like that in their real life. And when you say that it's disgusting, they're not meaning it in a sexual way at all. It's just a term. People use that when they're frustrated or whatever. Like, they're not meaning it in a literal way. And I think that what Kevin was needing from you and what he deserves from you is more than just a couple of words of, whatever you gave him, that you recognize that you said it, you took it the wrong way, you apologize, end of story. Because he did not have to come up here, he did not have to be as respectful and polite as he was,
Right.
because you have attacked him, and you have put that accusation out there, which is a big deal in this community. And whether you think that he deserves whatever he wants or not, um, I think what he is needing from you is more of an acknowledgement that he is putting in a lot of hard work. I mean, what happened, and him having to go to jail and take these classes and stuff like that. You can tell just by listening to him. And this is the first time I've heard him in a long time, but he gave you a lot more than anybody else would.
I agree.
And so he, I think that when he cussed up here, it was just because that's his normal language. People that cuss all the time, and you've done it before, it just kind of flows. It just kind of falls
Right.
out of your mouth. And so
Right.
he probably didn't even realize it until after he said it. I don't think that he was being disrespectful at all. I think that he was being very, um, he was
Conservative.
he
Yes.
was being very careful. He was being very respectful, and in turn, he was not given much respect back.
I I'm like I said earlier, everybody's different. We come from different backgrounds. We have different cultures, different beliefs, different families, etc., etc. And sometimes, um, I'm just being honest. On a panel on YouTube, on the internet, whatever, sometimes we're careful how we say things. Sometimes we're not. Right.
Hmm. I have
I
seen you be careful, and I have seen you not be careful.
exactly. And if we were face to face, person to person, it'd be a lot different. Kevin and I, or whoever. I think there'd be a lot different dialogue. But up on a panel, it's just hard. Maybe I'm different than a lot. I mean, well, obviously I am. We're all different. I tried to listen. I try to respond in the way that I think I should. Like I said, that's the reason. That's one of the reasons why I said this is one panel I'm going to watch over and over and over, however long it takes, however many times it takes. And because I know I miss things, I know that I'm aware of that because running the
Well,
panel,
everybody does. I think that what the average of what people take in is like what 30% of what they hear.
sure,
But at least you're able to recognize that, having a one-on-one conversation on panel is different than not on panel. But because you can recognize that, there's not really an excuse left for not having that kind of conversation. Um, because what you accused him of was very public. And so him coming up here, and he didn't have to. I never
right,
expected him to come in here and do that.
right,
He didn't have to do that.
agree,
Um, and, just saying that people are different also is not really much of an excuse because we are all very different people, but you are supposed to be able to learn the way that you want people to apologize to you so that you accept it as an apology is not going to be the same way that I accept an apology or Kevin accepts an apology. And
right,
you were not understanding that the way that he accepts an apology was not what you were giving him. And it took a lot of strength for him to come up here and not cuss you out, not, be disrespectful. He
right.
came up here, he owned his stuff. He was letting you know what you did um that hurt him, and he acknowledged what he did that hurt you. And you did not give him the same respect that he gave you back. And
Can I respond before I forget something real quick?
sure.
Okay, so the best way I know how to do, um, see, here's the thing. I've said this so many times. I have health problems. I have a lot of health problems. Okay, I've said this 100,000 times. I take medicine for my memory issue. Okay, I'm just gonna one more time put it out there. I responded the best way I personally, as a human being, know how to do at my age, and I accepted his apology, and I forgave him. There's no other way I can express that anymore by saying, I accept your apology, I forgive you, and I understand now what I didn't understand then. That's the best way I know how
Right. And
to
that's
answer
why
that question.
that's the only reason why I clicked that link to come up here again, because that's the best way that you know how, but it wasn't effective for what he gave you. And so I'm just trying to let you know, um, I don't even think that he's here anymore, but he deserved more than you gave him. And he pleaded with you to give him more than what you gave him. So even though you didn't, like, you don't know how to respond in any other way than you did, he gave you chance after chance after chance to try again, to use different words, acknowledge more than you did. And I think that he deserves that because he came up here in such a respectful manner.
Right,
People love to drag you, people love to make fun of you. He has done it multiple times before, and that is
right.
not what he did tonight.
I
he
agree.
treated he treated you very well.
I agree.
And it had to be somewhat disappointing for him to not get the same respect out of you that he gave.
That's why I said that in my health situation, which is nobody's business, I put too much out there, and
Well,
I do that a
everybody
lot.
has
Well,
health issues.
let me
Everybody has
finish.
health issues,
Let me
especially
finish
as
what I had
you
to
get
say.
older.
Let me finish what I had to say. That's why I said I'm going to have to watch this panel over and over until I actually soak in everything, because I know there's a lot of things I need to soak in that I didn't get on the spot in the moment tonight, if that
Well,
makes sense.
I'm trying to help save you some time because, I'm just up here. You may be watching this over and over and over again and still not catch this, but you might. But, this is something that, could save you some time. I think that he deserves more from you. And you know, everybody has health issues. Everybody has had tragedy in their past. That's more of an excuse than a reason. Um, he has had a lot of things that he has dealt with recently. And so you have to admit it took a lot for him to come up here in the manner that he did.
True.
So I think that
It took
if
a
he,
lot for me to take
at,
all these
right,
people on. Like in my situation, like a lot of people fail to forget because I'm too, I want to say the right words here, scared, ashamed, embarrassed, whatever words you want to throw in there to tell my entire story, right? As a
right.
victim
And you
of self
probably
survival.
shouldn't, because this
And
community is not kind to that kind of thing.
right, that's true. And people don't realize a lot of things that I've been through. And I'm not trying to play victim or whatever the words that people use. Oh, super or whatever. I can't think of the words people use, other people. Um, super whatever. Professional victim. That's what I'm looking for. I see that being thrown around a lot. I don't want people to think that. It's just the point is I don't necessarily have the right words in the right moment at the right time to say what I really want to say. It takes me time. It's like a diary. I don't know if you have a diary or not, but it's like a
I haven't had
diary.
one since I was a kid. But I mean,
Or it's
that's
like a note.
why I'm
It's
up
like a
here.
notebook.
I'm
Where
trying to help you.
right, and I appreciate that. But there's things that I would like to go through by rewatch, and I usually don't watch my panels, but I want to go through and rewatch it and take notes and write down things because that's the way I have to do it. And write down things like, oh, okay, I get this. I should have answered with blank. I should have said blank and write it down. And then maybe have another panel or go on somebody, whatever it is, and then go through and have an actual notebook. That's the way I am. That's just the way I am. People got to respect me as a person, like I respect you as a person, everybody else as a person. Everybody's different. I
Right.
had a
If I didn't
very
care, Jeff, I
clear
wouldn't be up
mind.
here.
Oh, I know. I appreciate that. And everybody, I had a very clear mind until about 43, 44, 45 years of age. I used to debate anybody, and I used to travel the country and debate. That's what I did for a living. And I had the health issues come on, and I don't have that clear mind I used to have, that sharp, crisp, clear mind and memory that I used to have, and it sucks. It's frustrating to me. I mean, I preach in front of 10,000 people in person, over 1.5 million people online, traveling the country as missionaries, my ex-wife and kids and I, on deputation. So I used to have a very clear, sharp, crisp mind. I could quote almost anything from the Bible, word for word, verbatim, King James Bible. I can't do that as much anymore, hardly at all. And I don't have that. And it frustrates me because I wish I had that clear mind.
I absolutely understand that. You know, COVID has wrecked a lot of people, you know, given them permanent brain fog and stuff like that. I totally understand that and I can empathize with that. Um, that's why I'm up here just trying to get you to listen. Because if I'm not sure that with, you know, watching your past behavior that you would have recognized that he needed something different from you, without an outside perspective. And so
Right.
I'm just trying to give that to you.
I appreciate that. And again, the only thing I could say is, and I'm being honest with you, Missy, the only thing I can say is I have to rewatch this probably more than one or two times, to be honest with you. And I got to take notes. And I have to come back with everything written down and say, wait, I missed this. I caught that. I didn't miss blah, 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 blah. And then write everything down. And then I'll come back with the panel, in a couple of weeks or whatever. And I'll have another one and invite everybody up that wants to come up that was up here, or those who didn't come up that want to come up or whatever. And I'll have that ready. And I'll say, okay, I have a better answer for this. I have a clear answer for that. Here's my response to this. I have a better response to that. And the list goes on. But I'm not trying to be rude, Missy, and I do appreciate you. You know that as a sister in Christ. We're going to be in heaven forever someday. So as a sister in Christ, I do appreciate you. And but I need to close this down because I didn't want to go this long at all. But I do appreciate it. And thank you so much.
Well, I understand, and I guess this is a learning lesson for both of us because it was just kind of a waste of my breath trying to come up and help you. I understand. I'm the same way. I need to learn myself.
It wasn't a waste of
So
breath. I heard what you
I
said.
won't come up here again and try to help, but he deserved more than you gave him. Um, and you've acknowledged before that that YouTube is not the healthiest place for you.
True.
So planning another stream sometime in the future is just planning more frustration for you that
You may
could
be
have just
right.
been easily taken care of tonight just by listening.
Again, Missy, please listen to me. I understand what you're saying, okay? To the best of my knowledge, okay? To the best of
No,
my
I
ability.
get it. I'm listening, Jeff. I know you're gonna listen back to this panel. Um, you're gonna take notes. You're gonna have a stream in the future where you have a bunch of people up and you're gonna be able to say everything that you need to say. And you are like me, you need to learn yourself. So yeah, so I also learned from this. Go ahead and play your StreamYard music and have a good night, Jeff.
You too. Thanks for coming up. I appreciate you. All right. So I believe Cap is live. So if y'all could drop Cap's link, I more than likely won't be over there, to be honest with you. I need to go to bed. I have to get up at 4:30 in the morning and work. Um, but if you want a place to chat for a bit, that's fine. I'll play StreamYard music, whatever. But somebody could drop Cap's link. I'd appreciate that. I don't know what to play. I'm so sick of StreamYard music. I wish they'd change it, but I don't have a choice. There's nothing really else to play. So, anyways, have a good night. I will rewatch this panel. I will go over some things. I will take notes. And I do appreciate sincerely all the constructive criticism I received tonight. Um, you know, unfortunately, as we get older, it's harder to for some people to understand everything. I don't know. I did the best I could. I'll probably find out a lot of things once I rewatch this panel, which will be hurtful for me, I'm sure, but I need to deal with that. And I will take notes. And I'll probably realize some things that I'll regret. But I tried to be as receptive as possible, responsive as possible. I'll do my best. But until then, God bless and have a good night. Somebody drop Cap's live link. He's live. All right. I'll still post.